Cek. Suara aman ya? POEK versus ENCORE. Ini Indonesia versus Filipina ya, Pinoy ya. Kita lihat Indo Pride. Selamat siang guys, siang semuanya. Ini masih belum mulai sih mas. Wah gila sih, udah sampai grand final ini rasanya, aduh, dikduk ya pasti. Nggak main-main loh grand final guys. Oh belum mulai. POEK, let's go POEK, Indo Pride guys. Jarang-jarang loh Indo mewakili kita semua untuk masuk grand final yang gamenya bukan pay to win guys. Kalau MMORPG ya kita ngomongnya ya. Let's go POEK. Tapi stylenya juga hati-hati sih. ENCORE itu mainnya juga bagus loh. Aku lihat ENCORE dari 96 besar itu, wah itu udah oke-oke juga sih mainnya. Nggak kalah juga sama si POEK-nya. POEK juga bagus, tapi ENCORE juga bagus juga gitu. Ya dua-duanya iya betul, memang dua-duanya udah deserve untuk maju ke grand final guys. ENCORE bug, yang bug cuma satu orang tuh mas. Tapi katanya sih bugnya cuma sekali ya itu ya. Indo aduh, kacau. Ntar aku share ke Discordnya ini, boleh nggak sih ke ROOC ini? Kenapa nggak dilihatin ininya dulu ya, tempatnya dulu, venue-nya dulu kan di shoot gitu kan keren ya. Iya dia kalau nggak salah pro player Mobile Legend ya. Dia pro player Mobile Legend tuh katanya. Orang TH tapi yang main Mobile Legends-nya lumayan oke. Nggak tahu sampai sekarang masih Mobile Legends apa enggak dia. Pernah ini juga juara dunia juga. Udah lama ya pensinya ya. Terlalu dipush untuk kompetitif terus sih kalau Mobile Legends kalau udah masuk pro scene-nya ya. Dua-duanya emang layak untuk masuk ke grand final. Cuman kita lihat map mana yang bakal dipilih, map mana yang bakal di-banned, dan siapa yang mau dimainin duluan. Tergantung dari jobnya dulu sih. POEK terkenal sama dia pioner untuk meta champion pertama di Tier Cup season 1 ini, dan cukup diikutin beberapa tim kemarin di 8 besar. Tapi yang pertama pakai champion si POEK tuh, ada di mode kereta-keretaan. Oh my friend. Kita lihat apakah tetap masih pakai champion atau mencoba meta lain. Bentar, ini live-nya kayaknya screen-nya jelek yang ini guys ya. Nah, coba yang ini masuk nggak ini? Nah, ini aja lebih bagus nih. Tuh, ngeblank kan? Ngeblank kan? Guys, aku mau nutup ROO ku dulu guys, biar nggak berat. Masih 30 menit lagi guys. Ternyata 30 menit lagi. Waduh. TR dulu guys sih. Dulu kali ya. Hari ini aku kecilin biar kalian bisa lihat juga. Wait. Nah, ini mau aku kecilin dulu guys. Wait, sabar. Nah, ini ya, cakep ya.
Ragnarok Origin Classic Tier Cup is a fair battlefield where players compete in control, teamwork, and tactics. This match requires a 10-player squad to engage in cross-server battles. According to tactical arrangements, each match will have 2 sides selecting 5 players each to compete in a 5v5 battle. The tournament features a total prize pool of $1 million, awaiting top teams to claim. Who will stand still last, rise to glory, and become the new tier? Tier Cup gameplay. This Tier Cup will use the Dimension Drill 5v5 mode throughout all stages. Dimension Drill is divided into 4 maps: Card Contest, Blood and Gold, Shapeshift Ops, Team Deathmatch. Shapeshift Ops. Randomly refresh shapeshift orbs on the field. Pick one up to temporarily transform into a powerful boss. Earn points by defeating enemies. And the party that reaches 60 points first or has the highest score when time runs out wins. Card Contest. Both parties compete for the card. The party with more members near the card can push it forward. Breakthrough checkpoint. and the party that
Suaraku
pushes the
kecilin
car to the
suaranya
enemy
dulu.
base first, or he has pushed it farther.
Nah, gini ya, cakep ya. Ntar kalau udah mulai baru kita gedein guys. Ternyata masih lama banget ya, masih 30 menit ya. Aku kira bakal jam 2 loh. Harusnya kan di shoot view-nya dulu, view-nya di shoot venue-nya dulu gitu ya. Ini malah begini doang, kurang. Ntar kita try untuk TR dulu guys. Semoga hari ini bisa hoki lagi kayak kemarin ya. Kemarin 20 menit sebelum Jumatan ya, kita dapat Jumat berkah. Kalau dapat 18 M buat apa mas? Kalau aku ya 18 M, aduh, nggak pernah mas lihat duit segitu mas. Kalau misalnya ada tapi nggak sampai 18 M mas, kan dibagi kan cuma dapat 500.000 USD. 500.000 USD itu nggak sampai. Dikali 18.000 kan. Nah, totalnya dapat 9 M. Dibagi 10 orang kan. Satu platformnya itu 10 orang. Jadi satu orang itu dapat 900 juta. Kalau dapat 900 juta aku buat apa? Pertama pasti untuk keluarga dulu ya, keluarga. Terus habis gitu keluarga itu orang tua maksudnya ya. Terus setelah itu buat nyicil rumah mungkin. Sisanya tabung, udah gitu aja mas. Atau dibuat usaha sih. Dan sedikit disisihkan untuk hobi. Hobiku apa ya, main mungkin untuk laptop, beli PC gitu. Udah menghayal kita guys. Nggak sampai 18 M mas, karena nomor satunya itu 500.000 USD. 1 juta dolarnya itu total price-nya. Jadi dari nomor 1 sampai top 96 itu totalnya 1 juta USD. Gak apa-apa, mimpi gratis ya. Benar. Aminin aja barangkali kesampaian yoi. Siapa tahu kan ya. Emang kalau langsung dapat duit segitu kalian mau apain guys? Bingung juga kalian pasti. Buat nyicil rumah. KPR guys. KPR ya, masuk ya. KPR masih aman sih, KPR. Bentar guys, aku lagi ngeloginin tuyul-tuyulku dulu. Masuk sih mas KPR. Invest kalau nggak emas boleh. Tapi kalau aku sih ini ya Mas ya, kalau ada pilihan invest juga boleh sih. Tapi ya, kalau aku sih lebih suka untuk muter ke usaha sih. Entah usaha apaan ya, jualan apa kek gitu. Jangan kontrakan Mas. Kalau aku boleh saran ya, ada dua kan. Rumah itu caranya ada dua. Bisa dibuat jualan ya, atau kontrakan. Satu lagi kos-kosan. Aku lebih milih ke kos-kosan Mas. Kalau kontrakan, aduh, gak enak Mas. Kontrakan aku ada rumah di Sidoarjo ya, di Jawa Timur ya. Itu kontrakan itu bukan rumahku tapi rumah keluarga gitu. Kontrakan itu kalau yang ngontrak itu nggak ngeramut ya, nggak apa ya, nggak care sama rumahnya, itu rumahnya malah hancur, Cok. Itu tuh. Kita kalau dapat orang yang ngontrak bagus ya, care sama rumahnya yang dia tempatin, itu oke. Dia bisa maintain juga tuh. Kalau yang orangnya cuek, terus ya udahlah gitu. Waduh. Kita malah habis banyak untuk benerinnya. Curhat nih ya, pengalaman pribadi nih ya, real story nih. Kacau. Nah, ini karakter tuyul sudah ready. Ini kok ada siapa ini? Masih 19 menit lagi, kita bisa TR 1-2 kali mungkin kalau jamnya pas. Itu yang nicknya NUTS itu, Lutz itu, kacang itu pro playernya LOL Mas. Dia tier satunya LOL Indo tuh, yang NUTS tuh. Nah yang ini nih, yang Paladin nih, ini tier satunya LOL dulu. Tapi cuman LOL kan mati tuh di Indo, kalah sama Dota zaman dulu. TR Mas, dapat nih Mas Timas. Alhamdulillah. Amin amin amin. Kita lihat dulu ada yang spawn nggak guys? Aku belum ngapa-ngapain ya hari ini, baru sempat online. Wah, baru mati semua, cok. Ini bisa nih. Ya, LOL mati Mas di Indo Mas. Dia dulu waktu main ROPC kan bareng aku dulu, itu dia turnamen di luar terus. Di Indonya nggak ada turnamennya guys, mati. Dulu di Indo lebih gede Dotanya. Setelah Dota dulu langsung loncat ke Mobile Legends. Aduh, males Mas, aku juga. Kalau udah game-game yang mikir-mikir gitu, aduh. Udah bukan waktuku sih ya Mas. Udah bukan waktuku kompetitif untuk main game-game kayak gitu. Kalah Mas sekarang sama anak-anak muda sekarang. Ntar kita PR doang ya, kita ambil PR-nya doang nih. Benar. penikmat aja sih. Kita sekarang jadi penikmat, guys. Kalau kemarin contohnya kayak tirkap gitu, tirkap iseng-iseng ikut, kalau nggak lolos ya udah gitu. Kalau lolos ya let's go. Mana nih caranya pada belum datang semua, Cok. Tuyul-tuyulku pada lama semua datangnya, guys. Aduh, PC ku udah kayak ngap-ngapan nih. Nggak tahu kenapa ya, padahal nggak buka banyak loh. Tar, tunggu ada yang datang satu lagi, guys. Banyak banget ya ternyata ya yang BL ini. Apa itu, guys? Bapokar papet kali 2. Bapokar papet kali 2 apa tadi? Kalian lihat nggak? Obtain card Bapomet papet. Hah? Kok bisa lepas? Oh, ini waktunya habis, coy. Ini kostumnya. Kostum yang dapat gratisan habis. Bentar. Terus Cok, kostumnya habis, Cok. Nah, cakep. Kita cuma ambil personal rewardnya aja ya. Display pet, hai, biar nggak berat. Aduh, ini paladinnya nggak ngehit, Cok. Wait. Wah, nggak ada yang gelap, guys. Nggak ada yang gelap. Masih lama-lama nih. Kurang masih 13 menit lagi grand finalnya. Kita spawn mini dulu aja. Ini dapat nggak kalau kayak gini? Oh kan nggak dapat kan? Bentar. Berarti itu ketuanya harus si Paladinnya, guys. Ntar guys, sabar. Oke mas, aman. Masuk mas, hari gini mas. Selamat bekerja mas ya. Nah kita lihat kalau gini attack nggak nih Paladinnya nih. Semoga attack ya dia ya. Oh dapat. Enam menit lagi guys. Tujuh menit. Wih, apaan tuh? Masuk Mas tadi jam 6. Oke. Besok libur kan tapi Mas? Funfairku aja belum kelar nih collectionnya nih. Lupa gue yang mana itu yang belum. Males nyariin. Everyday ya. Liburnya hari apa Mas? Five minutes remaining. Kemarin kelewatan sekali, nggak masalah sih itu ya harusnya. Kamis Jumat, mantap. Gak ada yang spawn lagi nih ini TR-nya. Nanti kita langsung ke sini deh, boleh deh. Ini sih Cosmic Eye ini bagus banget sih harusnya ya. Sniper ntar bakal gila sih harusnya ya. Setelah update pakai yang ini, wah, cakep. Ini kayaknya juga oke sih. Oh, 1 menit guys, bentar guys, ambil cemilan dulu guys. Wush, venue-nya udah keluar guys. Ntar kita besarkan dulu. Bentar, ini kok nggak pas ya, transform. Ini nyanyi apa dia, Cok? Asik. Nggak seberapa gede ya venue-nya ya. Didn't mean to brag, but we so impressive. Everything that's too harassing, that's passive. You may call us too aggressive, but we plastic. You will take the steel scratching on the plastic. Bringing in more practice, huh? Ain't so, you're looking at my face, so you may know you're going to better cradle. Fatal like a fell in tornado. Eat your whole crew like eating bagel. The crowds are hang up high. It's time to roll the dice. One eye for one eye. You got nowhere to hide. Now grow up your peace sign. It's a fair competition, so one eye for one eye. Cause I'm down on the table. She'll love be playful. Watch your enemies to flake like a freak show. Cause I'm down on the table. She'll all be playful. Make a better feel, more parodies I call like a fable. Lay low, we're polishing our halo. Rise, crowds are hang up high. It's time to roll the dice. It's a fair competition, so one eye for one eye. Got nowhere to hide. Now throw up your peace sign. It's a fair competition, so one eye for one eye. 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 One eye for one eye.
เอาละครับแล้วก็ต้องขอเสียงปรบมือหน่อยให้กับทางคุณแชมป์อีกครั้งหนึ่งด้วยนะครับเอาละครับและตอนนี้เวลามาถึงกันแล้วนะครับ Crown Victory Fueled by Passion ยินดีต้อนรับทุกท่านนะครับเข้าสู่รอบ Grand Final ของการแข่งขันของเทียร์ครับที่จัดขึ้นในกรุงเทพมหานครประเทศไทยของเราขอเสียงดังหน่อยแล้วขอเสียงหน่อยค่ะมาเลยนะครับวันนี้คือการแข่งขันของ Ragnarok Origin Classic นั่นเองครับตอนนี้คุณอยู่ผมใต้โปรจิครับ
และดิฉันเนยนัชชาอนุสรณ์ชัยนะคะต้องบอกว่าการแข่งขันรอบชิงชนะเลิศของเทียร์คัพประจำปีนี้ค่ะได้รับการสนับสนุนโดยวันแพลตฟอร์มเติมเงินเกมอันดับหนึ่งของโลกสะดวกสบายปลอดภัยได้รับความไว้วางใจจากผู้เล่นทั่วโลก
Tuan rumahnya malah nggak menang guys
No Limits ค่ะ
รวมไปถึงในส่วนของตัวเก้าอี้เกมมิ่งสำหรับผู้เข้าแข่งขันของเรานะครับก็ได้รับการสนับสนุนโดยทาง TT Racing ครับนักเล่นอย่างเท่เล่นอย่างโปรกับ TT Racing เก้าอี้เกมมิ่งของเหล่าเกมเมอร์ที่แท้จริงครับ
และต้องขอบพระคุณค่ะ Thermal Tech นะคะสำหรับการสนับสนุนเทียร์คัพ Grand Final ในครั้งนี้ Thermal Tech Build the Perform Design to Inspire
แล้วก็สำหรับงานของเราในครั้งนี้นะฮะก็เรียกได้เลยนะครับว่าก็ต้องขอบคุณผู้สนับสนุนทุกท่านที่ทำให้เกิดงานดีๆแบบนี้ขึ้นสำหรับทุกท่านที่เข้ามาอยู่กันแล้วนะครับยังไงก็ตามเนี่ยวันนี้นอกจากการแข่งขันสุดมันที่จะอุบัติขึ้นบนเวทีของเราแห่งนี้สำหรับทุกคนเนี่ยนอกจากลุ้นกับผลการแข่งขันแล้วยังได้ลุ้นกับให้ตัวคุณเองด้วยเช่นเดียวกันเพราะว่าตลอดการทุกวันนี้เลยนะฮะ การไลฟ์ของเราเนี่ยเราก็จะมี
Yang asli yang nyanyi cewek tuh.
ตัวไอเทมโค้ดนั่นเองนะครับ
Harusnya sih cewek
อยา
ya.
กให้อยู่ที่หน้าจอตลอดเวลาเลยนะฮะเพราะว่า
ค่ะ
ไอเทมโค้ดอาจจะขึ้นมาเมื่อไหร่ก็ได้ เช่นตอนนี้เลยครับ
ตอนนี้ขึ้นมาเรียบร้อย
Tapi ini
แล้ว
tuan rumahnya
เพราะฉะ
malah
นั้น
nggak
ตอนนี้
menang ya.
เหล่านักผจญภัยนะคะ รีบกดออนไลน์ค่ะ ล็อกอินเข้าเกมกันได้เลยนะคะ แล้วก็รับโค้ดแลกกันได้เลยนะจ๊ะ
ใช่แล้วครับและสำหรับงานของเราในครั้งนี้เนี่ยจะไม่สามารถเกิดขึ้นได้เลยนะครับ ถ้าเกิดว่าขาดเหล่าบรรดาผู้ใหญ่ใจดีที่เข้ามาร่วมสนับสนุนรวมไปถึงเหล่าพันธมิตรในวงการนะครับ ที่เรียกได้ว่าให้เกียรติในการที่จะตอบรับตบเท้าเข้ามาร่วมกันให้เกิดงานในครั้งนี้ขึ้นเลยครับผม
ถูกต้องแล้วนะคะ so now ladies and gentlemen please welcome Mr. Kim President of Gravity Game Vision
ขอเสียงปรบมือด้วยนะครับ
ยินดีต้อนรับนะคะ
และสำหรับท่านต่อไปนะครับ ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับนะฮะให้กับนายกสมาคมกีฬาอีสปอร์ตแห่งประเทศไทยครับพี่สันติโหลทอง
สวัสดีค่ะ
Ini siapa nih?
and next please welcome
Oh,
Mr.
Esport
Tahe
Federation.
CEO of Joy Maker
เอาละครับก็เรียกได้เลยนะฮะว่าเป็นพันธมิตรต่างๆ ที่เข้ามาร่วมกันให้เกิดการแข่งขันในรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลครั้งนี้ในกรุงเทพของเรานั่นเองนะครับ
ถูกต้องแล้วค่ะ
ใช่ครับ แต่ในรอบถัดไปครับในเมื่อวันนี้เป็นการแข่งขันในรูปแบบของ e-sport นะฮะก็อยากที่จะกราบเรียนเชิญนะครับ ผู้ใหญ่ท่านนี้ฮะขึ้นมากล่าวอะไรกันสักเล็กน้อยนะครับในโอกาสถัดไปนะฮะขอกราบเรียนเชิญนายกสมาคมกีฬา e-sport แห่งประเทศไทยครับพี่สันติโหลทองขึ้นมากล่าวสักอย่างบนเวทีครับ
ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับด้วยค่ะ
กูตาตนุนสวัสดีครับ
Sawadikap.
สวัสดีเกมเมอร์ Ragnarok ไม่คาดไม่ถึงว่า 24 ปีที่ผ่านมา เรายังอยู่ตรงนี้กันอยู่
Iya, tapi
เกม
drama
มีอายุ
pun
มาก
di mana aja sih pasti ada sih
ไม่
ya.
แก่เลย
Cuman
คน
gara-gara
ที่เล่น Ragnarok
fansnya RO terlalu banyak, jadi juga jadi gede juga
ขอบ
dramanya.
คุณจอยเมเกอร์ที่ทำให้เรายังดูเด็กอยู่ถึงวันนี้ การเป็นเกมเมอร์เราทำให้เรารู้สึกผ่อนคลาย เราทำให้เราปลดปล่อยนะครับ วันนี้โลกมันเปลี่ยนไป หลังจากเราเล่นเกมเพื่อความสนุกสนาน เราค้นหาบางอย่างเมื่อ 20 กว่าปีที่แล้ว
Wah, sayang banget betul.
PC แต่ละตัว
Momennya nggak pas banget sih sebelum pirka banget loh itu.
เราเยอะมากจนกระทั่งเรางงว่าจะไปยังไงต่อนะครับ ผมเองก็มีส่วนร่วมกับการเฉลยปริศนานี่คือขี้โกงนะฮะ ก็คือทำหนังสือบทสรุปเกมแร็กนาร็อกขายนั่นเองนะครับ นั่นคือ 20 กว่าปีที่แล้ว ก็ต้องขอบคุณกาวิตี้อีกทีหนึ่งเพราะว่าเงินเหล่านั้นไม่ได้หายไปไหน วันนี้เรามาทำสมาคม e-sport แห่งประเทศไทย
Sangat disayangkan guys
ป
ya.
ระเทศไทยส่วนหนึ่งได้รับการสนับสนุนโดยทางอ้อมจาก Gravity ซึ่งไม่ได้หมายความว่าเขาให้เงินเรามานะครับ แต่ว่าเขาสร้างอาชีพให้กับเรานะครับ เพราะฉะนั้นในส่วนตรงนี้ในวาระที่เชิญผมมากล่าวเปิดนะครับผม
Iya, orang-orang ya wes lah gitu ya
เรา
bahasanya.
ใช้เกมมาเป็นการแข่งขันเห็นมูลค่าของเงินรางวัลแล้วนะครับ ก็ต้องบอกก่อนว่าเยอะมากนะครับสำหรับเกมที่
Parah sih.
อายุนานขนาดนี้นะครับ หลายๆคนอาจจะคิดว่าอาจจะเป็นเกมบางเกม
Tapi percaya nggak percaya ya, orang-orang tuh
เงินรางวัลสูง
pasti
แต่ว่า
bakal nggak lama itu pasti lupa deh.
MMORPG จะสามารถทำได้จนถึงทุกวันนี้นะครับ และผมก็เห็นทิศทางที่จะดำเนินต่อไป
Cuma nanti ada momen tertentu lagi mereka pasti bakal ingat, oh iya dulu di ROC pernah ada gini ada
ส
gitu.
ร้างเงินสร้างรายได้สร้างอาชีพนะครับ
Pasti tuh.
ผมคิดว่าเราคงจะมุ่งหน้าตามหาความฝันไปด้วยกันด้วยการแข่งขันเกมที่เราชอบนะครับ ก็ยังไงก็ตามขอบคุณ Gravity Joy Maker ที่เชิญเรามานะครับรวมทั้งพาร์ทเนอร์ที่ให้โอกาสงานนี้ด้วย ขอบคุณเกมเมอร์ทุกท่านขอบคุณทุกท่านที่อยู่ในงานนี้นะครับขอบคุณมากครับ ขอให้การแข่งขันดำเนินไปด้วยความราบรื่นและทุกคนชนะครับขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ
โอเค ขอบพระคุณนะครับ พี่สันติโหลทองนั่นเองนะฮะ คนนี้นี่เรียกได้เลยว่าเป็นออริจินอล
ค่ะ
หนังสือเกมแร็กนาร็อกเล่มแรกมาจากพี่เขาครับ
Wow. All right. And next, I would like to invite Mr. Kim, President of Gravity Game Vision, on this stage to give a little bit warm welcome to everyone. So please welcome. ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับ Mr. Kim ด้วยนะคะ
Mr. Kim. Wah, kok melek guys? Wah, ada mbak-mbak cover tuh.
Hello everyone. Yeah. 사와디캅. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. 반갑습니다. 예, 그래비티 게임 비전의 프레젠트 진킴입니다. 반갑습니다. 오늘 라그나로크 오리진 클래식 티리컵
Origin Classic.
오프라인 결승 무대에
Wah, nge-lag videonya guys dari sana
함께
guys.
해주신 여러분들 모두 환영합니다. 감사합니다. 예, 티르컵은 그 라그나로크 온라인 시리즈가 글로벌 경쟁 무대에 진출하는 첫걸음이고요. 그 의미가 있고 진정한 영광은 과금의 차이에서 오는 것이 아니라 노력과 전략 그리고 팀워크에 있다고 믿습니다. 여러분들이 노력하는 이 가치 그리고 그렇게 노력해서 얻는 이 가치를 더욱더 저희가 더 강하기 위해서 유저 여러분들이 더 많은 공정한 그런 경기를 위해서 저희 개발팀 모두가 계속해서 수고하고 또 노력하고 있습니다. 마지막으로는
Jima.
티르컵을 통해서 아주 뜨거운 경쟁의 열기 그리고 마지막으로 라그나로크만의 진정한 공정한 세계 함께 경험했으면 좋겠습니다. 많은 성원 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다. 코쿤캅. 땡큐.
감사합니다.
โอเคขอบพระคุณมากเลยนะครับ
ค่ะ
คุณคิมของเรานั่นเองนะครับ President ของทาง
All right, and we just heard from the president of Gravity Game Vision there, Mr. Jin Kim, welcoming us to the Tier Cup.
Oh,
He
Zero.
said that Tier Cup is an important step for the RO series towards the global competitive stage. Now, there is a lot of meaning behind it. You know, they believe, and Mr. Jin Kim believes that true glory stems from strength.
Ini orang-orang dari RO Global guys,
Better
masih
than standing
That
aktif
is
sampai
correct.
sekarang guys.
Also, he said that ROC is committed to creating fair, just world adventure for everyone. But hold that thought, we have a gift code for everyone.
Yeah, this is gonna be the first one of the day. Make sure you redeem.
Wah,
it.
itu ada
Make sure you share it
kode.
for your viewers as well. It's tier. You are the legend for 3 large Eden chests, 10 token of Siegfried, and 10 Yggdrasil berries.
Yes, that is correct. So please redeem it now. We have a lot of this
A lot of it.
stored in this live stream. So please share the live stream and join us until the very end.
For sure, and for everyone just tuning in,
Kenapa videonya nge-lag ya dari sananya guys?
welcome to the Tier Cup Grand Finals happening in Union Mall, Bangkok. My name is Zero, and join me today. Happening in Union Mall, Bangkok. My name is Zero, and join me today is Nikki.
Nikki here. It has been a long journey, but let's throw it back to the host.
2 ใน 3 โดยจะผลัดกันรุกผลัดกันรับนั่นเองนะครับ ใครสามารถที่จะจัดการอีกฝั่งหนึ่งได้มากกว่าได้แต้มสังหารมากกว่า ก็จะได้รับชัยไปมาดูสิว่าฝั่งผู้ท้าชิงจะสามารถต่อกรได้กับเหล่า KOL ของเราได้หรือไม่นั่นเองครับ
เอาล่ะ และตอนนี้ทั้ง 2 ทีมก็พร้อมแล้วด้วยค่ะ ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับทีม KOL และทีมผู้ท้าชิงของเราบนเวทีแห่งนี้เลยค่ะ มาแล้วจ้า โอ้โห
ทีมผู้ท้าชิงนะฮะโอ้วันนี้ฮะ
เสื้อน่ารักมากเลยอ่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
ทั้ง 2 ทีมมาประชันกันแล้วนะฮะ เราจะได้เห็นนะฮะตะกี้นี้เรียกได้เลยว่ารอบนี้โอ้โหแต่ละคนมาไม่ธรรมดากันเลยที
เป็น
เดียว
ไง ดูหน่วยก้านแล้วเป็นไง
ดูจากกล้ามของทางพี่ชิปต้องก่อนก็ได้ฮะ อย่าให้เบ่งให้นิดนึงเบ่งก่อนที่แบบว่าทักทายน้องๆทักทายทุกคนก่อนครับ
เฮ้ย
นี่
เราอย่ายอมสิ เราแบ่งสู้
สวยก็สำหรับวันนี้เดี๋ยวจะเป็นทางฝั่งของทางทีม KOL แล้วก็ทางบรรดาผู้ท้าชิงที่จะมาเจอกันนั่นเองนะ
ใช่
ต้อง
แล้
ถาว มทางวันนี้คุณชิปดอนเป็นหัวหน้าทีมถูกไหมฝั่ง KOL
ครับผมใช่ครับ
โอเคฮะรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับที่ได้ขึ้นมาแข่งขันกับผู้ท้าชิงในวันนี้ฮะ
ก็รู้สึกปกติอะครับก็เหมือนเล่นกับเด็กอะครับ
อุ้ย เหมือนเล่นกับเด็ก
เหมือนเล่นก็แดกลาย
เปิดก่อนเลยแล้วกัน
โอเค นี่คือเปิดก่อนเลย
เปิด
ทางนี้คอมมานเดอร์ชื่ออะไรคะ
อีกกิดครับ
อ่า แล้ววันนี้นี่พอมาเจอรู้สึกยังไงบ้าง
ก็ปกติครับอยากเล่นกับคนแก่
โค้ชเชียร์อุ้ย
อยากอะไรนะ
อุ๊ยอยากเล่นกับ
ไม่
ค
ค่อย
น
ได้
แก่
ยินอะไรนะฮะ อยากเล่นกับอะไรนะ
พี่ชิปครับ
เอาอยากเล่นกับ
อยากเล่นกับพี่ชิป
Itu siapa yang kiri ya?
พูดอะไรไปดู
ดูพวก
Yang
เรา
seberangnya Sipdon.
เบี้ยวนิดนึงอ่ะแล้ววันนี้ตะกี้นี้เรามีพูดไปเรียบร้อยแล้ว อยากเสริมอะไรเพิ่มเติมไหมฮะ ว่าวันนี้การแข่งขันจะเป็นอย่างไรกันบ้าง ก่อนที่จะเข้าสู่การแข่งขันจริง
ก็เดี๋ยวจะเล่นกันเต็มที่นะพวกเราใช่ไหมครับ ก็เตรียมแผนกันมาเรียบร้อยแล้วครับ
ๆ ครับ
ไม่มีอ่อนข้อใช่ไหมเต็มที่
ไม่มีอะไรในหัวเลยครับตอนนี้
แบงค์ไปเลย
แหมส่งมาให้ขนาดนี้
โอเคนะฮะ
แล้วทีมนี้คือเป็นยังไงบ้างคะพกความมั่นใจมาขนาดไหนคะ
ตั้งแต่ก่อนเกมเปิดแล้วครับ
ต้องแต่ก่อนเกมเปิดด้วยฮะ
สุดยอดตั้งแต่ยังไม่ปฏิสนธิเลย
หมายถึงเกมตัวเกมนะฮะ ต้องถามว่าแล้วอยากเจอใครเป็นพิเศษหรือเปล่า
ทั้งทีมเลยครับ
ทั้งทีมเลย
นี่ไง
ฮะ
เขาได้เจอแล้วนะคะ
โอเค ก็เดี๋ยวต้องมารอดูไปด้วยกันนะครับ นอกจากที่จะลุ้นผลการแข่งขันแล้วสำหรับทุกท่านที่เข้ามาร่วมรับชมเนี่ย เดี๋ยวก็จะได้ลุ้นไปด้วยกันด้วย เพราะว่าหลังจากจบการแข่งขันในรอบนี้ เดี๋ยวเราจะมีการจับฉลาก1ชุดนั่นเองครั
ลั
บ
คกี้ดรอแบบชุดใหญ่ไฟกระพริบนะคะ เพราะฉะนั้นใครที่กำลังรับชมแบบออนไลน์อยู่นะ อย่าเพิ่งไปไหนนะคะ รอติดตามแบบติดขอบหน้าจอกันได้เลย
ใช่แล้วครับ เพราะว่าทางออนไลน์เนี่ยเดี๋ยวยังไงก็จะมีส่วนของตัวโค้ดไอเทมตลอดทั้งงานด้วยเช่นเดียวกัน ดังนั้นเนี่ยผมว่ามากันแบบนี้แล้ว ประจำกันเลยดีกว่าไหมประจำจุดกันเลยดีกว่าไหม
เรียนเชิญค่ะเรียนเชิญเราจะนั่งแข่งตรงนี้แหละ แล้วก็
ใช่
ทุกท่านที่อยู่ในงานของเรารวม
ครับ
ถึงทุกท่านที่กำลังรับชมก็จะได้เป็นกรรมการเนาะเป็นสักขีพยานไปพร้อมๆกันอยู่แล้ว
มารอดูไปด้วยกันนะฮะ เพราะว่าทีม KOL ปกติเราเห็น
Masih lama ternyata
ไล
guys.
ฟ์สตรีมอยู่แล้วนี่ใช่ไหม
เลิศเลยอันนี้คือเหมือนแบบเราจะได้รู้ว่าฝีไม้ลายมือของเขาเนี่ยมันเป็นยังไงความพริ้วของนิ้วมือ
ความพริ้วของนิ้วมือหรือ เฮ้ย ผมเห็นพี่เขียนไกด์มาตั้งเยอะ แบบนี้มาก็ไม่เท่าไหร่ดีกว่า
อุ๊ย เดี๋ยวต้องรอดูนะคะรอติดตามชมนะคะ ตอนนี้เขาเริ่มกันไป
Ngasih ngebacot kita nggak tahu artinya apa, Cok.
ในช่วงเซตอัพกันอยู่นะฮะ
ได้ ซึ่งเดี๋ยวเราสองคนก็จะคอยแบบว่าภาคให้
เดี๋ยวรอ
เป็
ดู
น
ให้
ระยะ
ผมเป็นไงฮะตอนนี้นี่คือทางฝั่งของพี่ชิปตอนแต่มีการวางแผน strategy อะไรมั้ง
All right, for all those wondering what's happening on stage right now, we're gonna have a show match between a KOL team and members from the community.
Yes, that is correct. What is a tournament without a show match, right?
Absolutely.
And right now, I am definitely feeling the crowd and feeling the hype from our KOLs and challengers. So in just a little bit, we're gonna introduce who are our KOLs and our challengers.
Yep, for our KOLs, I think we caught a glimpse of them. We got Shipdon, we got Piasp, we got Junko,
Junko,
and we got Biu Bius,
Biu Bius.
and
Ginger,
yes,
Ginger
Ginger
channel.
as well. Those are the defenders, right? The KOLs,
Yes.
and they'll be playing against challengers from the community who will be playing in a best of 3 against the KOLs. So if the challengers win 2 out of 3 games, they will be able to go home with some nice prizes.
That is correct. So everything is at stake right now. You can see them; they're having fun, but I think they were having a little bit of trash talk or
Yeah.
banter, right?
Yeah, I couldn't really understand it, but you can feel it through the screen.
Yes.
Like they were just talking about it.
Yes, that is correct. But anyway, talking back to the prizes, I think I'm not sure if it's in-game rewards or merch, but
I'm not
one thing
100%
is for sure. They won't go home empty-handed.
Yep. So the game rules are that there's going to be playing a death match for 5 minutes. Whichever team has the higher amount of eliminations will be called the winner for that round. It's a best of 3, so we're going to be seeing it a couple of times. Hopefully, the
Sambil
challengers will be
menunggu
able to put up a good
Chimera.
fight because you know Shipdon, Junko, they're not easy opponents.
They're veteran players, but you also mentioned during off-stream, off-cam, that there's a downside if you're on the KOL side just because challengers already know what job classes you've been playing.
Yep, and I happened to see one of the challengers with
Oh.
his account. He's a top 32 in the tier cup.
You know
so
him personally?
I've seen his name. one of the top 32 teams. So they are not pushovers anywhere. So this makes for a very interesting show match about to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm kind of biased to my sister. P.S. Follow their pages, by the way, because they are the KOLs and they are creating content for our ROC. So please do support them as well. Also, our challengers, do support them.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, most of you guys here are here for the main meet, right? We've got POEK and ENCORE.
Yes.
The grand finals for the Tier Cup happening after this. So if you are tuning in to support one of the teams, don't go anywhere just yet. We're just going to have some fun with the community. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream as well with me, Zero, and Niki.
Actually, you mentioned have fun with the community. There's a lot of watch parties being simultaneously being held and done today. We have the Indonesian watch party with Bolton.
Toshio as well.
And Toshio GG. For the Philippines, we have Marvin Immortal MBGG and Little Fat.
And Belly Boy. Don't forget Belly Boy.
Shout out to also my guild. They're having a watch party. Tenebris. Hello guys. They're chatting.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the viewers out there at home watching as well. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Thank you guys for supporting the teams playing here today. You might be Indonesian, you might be Filipino. It doesn't matter because we are here for a good best of 7 in the finals.
Yes, that is true. I'm super excited. We've been talking about the main event, but for now, once again, if you just tuned in, you don't know what's happening. This is the show match. Actually, Cyril, I want to ask, have you ever tried playing for a show match before?
Not really.
You want to try?
Yes.
Maybe get us? No?
Nah.
Let's just be here at the commentary table. All right. Any predictions, though?
It's hard to say. I mean, we know the jobs that the KOLs are playing, and we will see the lineup for the opponents as well as we head into the first game of the show match happening right here in Unimall Bangkok. Here we have the KOL team, Shipdon, Junko, Bius, Pias, as well as Ginger. And their opponents, we see Baby Winnie, we see Ikis, and Pong Pong. And let's take a look at their lineup. It's pretty interesting. I see a Doram here, played by Shipdon, and Ikis will fall. That's going to be first blood going towards the way of the defenders.
That is correct. Continuing what's happening right now. Shipdon just roaming around, throwing all his AoEs. And the challengers is not in a good predicament. I mean, it's just 2-0. However, you want to get more kills.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage, a lot of AoE damage coming from this physical Doram. And he's also using catnip the Nyan Grass, which reduces a lot of the reduction that the opponent has. Now the score right now is 4-0 for the defenders, and let's see if the challengers is able to answer back in any way.
Hopefully, we're seeing Baby Winnie amidst all the chaos happening here. They're just getting all the damage being thrown by Shipdon here. Will be dashing away for a bit, sustaining himself, and going back into the battle once again. Currently 5-0. Shipdon's about to go down. There you have it, the first elimination for the challengers.
Yeah, big kills. They got 3 kills, in fact, and that's going to give them a lot of stopping power here. We do see what the new jobs that is released in Classic. We see the Gunslinger being played from the side of the challengers, and it's been doing pretty well. I think Ikis is the one playing the Gunslinger, 6-4 right now. The score is pretty close between both of them. Let's see if any team is able to pull out ahead. It was very far ahead for the side of the KOLs, but it looks like the defenders are
ini si ininya tanding deh yang tadi di depan tuh.
Run, being chased down there by Ikis. Breeze brought down there by the slug shot.
They know the target now. Shipdon, you can no longer just throw all your skills. I mean, the challengers, they know how to adjust, and they're doing really well. 6-6
right
now, tying up 2 minutes more. 2 minutes 40 seconds rather. And I think for the KOLs, they need to re-strategize or reposition.
Yeah, they are not really playing together as a team. While if you look at the challenger side, it's just a sea of red playing really compactly together. Even against a Doram. Oh, Ikis gets another kill. The Gunslinger is very strong in a map like this, where you need AoE damage, when you need direct damage. The Gunslinger is something to be feared. 7-7 right now. Ikis gets brought down. 2 minutes left remaining, but Ikis being resurrected goes back to do the damage. This is a Desperado build Gunslinger, and it does a lot of damage in an AoE.
Well, that is the new job class being flexed here by Ikis. I like what you mentioned. Wanna say it once again. They have a really good turtle strategy wherein they just rely on the sustains
Yep.
and just being tanky and let Ikis do his thing.
Yep. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Shipdon got brought down pretty low, but he was able to survive through all of that. Ginger falls. That's going to be 2 kills going towards the way of the challengers. And right now, the KOLs are in a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look
Sakit
at
juga
the
itu orangnya.
from the side of the challengers. 11-8 right now. EK's Desperado doing a lot of damage.
Wow. That's so swag with the razor kick there. But anyway, Ginger's also a gunslinger. I just noticed right
No,
now.
Ginger's
Yes.
biochem.
Oh, is that a biochem?
Yep.
Oh, this one. Who is this one?
Bill.
Yes, Bill.
Yes, Biu is the gunslinger, but right now it is 12-8. EK's Desperado gets another kill with a 6 streak here for the gunslinger, and he is carrying his team to
Yes.
victory. Biu is gonna fall. That's 15-8 right now. The challengers are starting to run over in the first game of this best of 3.
They're collapsing for their defenses. And once again, finally someone died there. But 15-9, not looking good for our KOLs. They need to have a proper position and probably shut down Ikis, I think.
Yeah, 40 seconds left remaining. This is a 7-kill gap. Can the KOLs catch up here? They're trying to go for Shipdon. Shipdon is going to fall far away from his team. He's not going to be resurrected, so he's going to have to resurrect himself out of this place. But I don't think the KOLs is able to catch up with this 8-point deficit. With only 20 seconds left remaining, I think we have an answer here, Nikki. The challengers are here to play.
Yes, they ain't playing actually. They're very serious. And they're showing us they're more than just mere challengers, as they will be taking game number 1 of the show match.
Yep, challengers to winners real quick. MVP going to the side of Pong Pong on the side of the challengers, playing a DPS Doram, 2 kills to his name. So majority of the kills did come from Ikis, but Pong Pong did 0 deaths basically.
Yes. And also, I think they have a mirror job class.
So lineup.
Yes. So, I mean, they had their banter. I think this is the interview, right?
Yep, challengers going up, coming up with a win, a surprise win. You know, we would have think, the KOLs would be in a better spot. They've got Tier Cup top 32 players as well. Shipdon was top 32. I think Junko was top 32 as well. So, they are pretty strong challengers, but these challengers, they are nothing to be scoffed at.
They want to go home with the prize.
Absolutely.
They want to make a statement. We're not just challengers. We want to be winners also.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's just game number 1. This is a best of 3 series. Of if ever you're supporting for the KOLs, do it now. Put it in the comment section and cheer for the KOLs.
Absolutely. I mean, we did get to see a showcase of Gunslinger, right? How strong it is, especially in a small map where your opponents are forced to stick together. The Desperado just deals so much damage.
Yeah, you're there. You just want to take all the damage. Nowhere else for you to go, actually. So it's a good thing for the viewers that we're showcasing the Desperado build. There's another build, right?
Yep, the Gatling gun build.
Oh, yes. More on the PvE side?
It's stronger for PvE. It's harder to use for PvP because you don't get to equip shield, right? Gatling gun is a 2-handed weapon, and that's always going to be tough. In small scale fights like this. So the Desperado, with all the breakdancing moves, is a much better
Razor kick.
Razor kick, slug shot, you got Desperado. So there's a lot of AoE damage, a lot of huge burst potential coming from that class as well.
Have you switched to Gunslinger now?
Not yet. When I'm back from here, maybe I'll change jobs, but it's so fun to watch.
Why maybe?
For the rewards. If you guys don't know, you can switch to Gunslinger right now. Once you reach level 99, you'll be getting a bunch of rewards that you can claim to make your character stronger.
So please try the newest job class, which is Gunslinger. And I believe later on we will be having another showcase, right?
Oh, yes.
Special KV for that.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm spoiling, sorry. But anyway, this is no spoiler. We will be heading to game number 2 in just a little bit. Let's talk about adjustments. What could be a good adjustment for the KOLs?
there's not much time that you can really do to adjust right at this moment, right? Your jobs are fixed. You can't really change jobs. So maybe just game plan wise, now you know who the opponent's primary DPS is, right? You're gonna go for Ikis. You want to focus on Shipdon't. You know that he's the main DPS for his team. Yes, so chasing him out is gonna give your team so much survivability, and there's minor gameplay adjustments we can do. But let's see if any of these teams will make these adjustments as we head into Game 2 of this show back happening here in Union Mall, Bangkok.
Let's go! Let's begin game number 2. Now the spotlight is thrown to Ikis, our gunslinger. Let's see what will the KOLs do. Leaping his way towards everyone, he will be crowd controlled and is gonna die just like that.
We're talking about the focus. They know Ikis is the primary focus. So now if you focus on Ikis, he's going to be taking down a lot of damage from the side of the challengers. And Ikis is dropping very low. He's going to fall again. Shipdone really just focusing in on him.
Yes, it has been target lock here towards against Ikis and Pung Pu. So the KOLs are really good when it comes to playing in pressure like this.
Yeah, and we do see Ikis, he has locked down on Shipdone as well. He wants to bring down the primary DPS from the opponent's side as well. And right now, 1 minute has passed. Ikis gets another kill on towards Ginger. It's 3-3 at the moment. But who will pull out ahead? There's plenty of time left for them to make a little bit of adjustment in game. But Ikis really bringing down Bius pretty easily so far.
Yes, he has been repeating the combo, but what I really love about Ikis is that he knows when to commit and when to go out. Now chasing Shipdone, eliminating Shipdone, and now even going after Junko.
Yep, exactly. He is feeling it right now, doing so much damage. I mean, the swag
gunslinger mainnya entertain ya.
Desperado is just, with the AoE damage, it's just so much damage potential coming from the gunslinger. Ikis dropping down very low, gets feared up, dives in, gets Desperado. Desperado almost falls there, but the support coming from Piaz keeps him alive for the moment, but he will fall in towards the end. 5-4 right now. The challengers, a slight lead for them as we take a look at the POV here from Shipdone. He is the primary DPS for the KOL side, but he has been facing trouble really bringing these people down.
Bius has been dying a lot here, probably being targeted. However, we're currently watching Shipdone being well guarded, actually being well targeted. Like what you mentioned, 2 people has been constantly going after Shipdone. That's going to be a stay. I think it's going to be stay.
Fall.
Yes, he's falling.
Yeah,
for the challengers, they know their objectives.
Yeah, we see the debuffs being used on Shipdone. We see the Hell Plan. We see the Lex Eterna really just trying to burst down Shipdone. Everything in the kitchen sink. Just throw everything at his Doram. Hopefully he dies. I see another Lex Eterna being used on him. Desperado going for Shipdone. He gets healed up just in time. But if he's constantly running, he's not going to be able to provide DPS for his team.
Yes, giving a lot of space to the challengers to give damage towards his teammates. Now we're currently looking 69. Challengers are making the way here. 3-point advantage. We have still like less than 2 minutes here. Shipdone going back into the battle once again, being forced to go outside. I think they're having their momentum now.
Yep, 7-9 so far. The kill score not really far ahead. Still time for the challengers to catch up. They get another kill on towards Ikis. Makes the score 8-9 right now. Just a 1-point differential with only 90 seconds left remaining in this match. Can they pull up ahead? Ikis gets a kill on towards Biu. 8-10 so far, but they are still within arm's reach of the opponent's score.
Exactly, and this is going to be interesting. Will this be a 2-0 sweep, or will our KOLs be able to have their revenge here? We're currently watching Shipdone. On the other hand, Biu is about to go down, holding on to a sliver of his health. Shipdone, he's doing his best to actually go in and out, but he's eliminated though.
Burst damage coming from Desperado and Lexeter now just being way too much. 12-8 right now. Ikis really tearing them a new one with this Desperado build. Really just focus firing down on Shipdone as much as possible, chasing him out, keeping him away from his supports and just tearing them down one by one. 40 seconds left remaining. Shipdone's gonna fall once again. 5Q differential. Can the KOLs come back from this? This might be too little too late
Yes.
here, as we might see the challengers taking this in a very clean sweep.
That is correct. Challengers being in their A game on. EEK is on fire literally as well. Look at him throw all his skills to anyone out there. Less than a 10 seconds. And Shipdone's about to go down. Razor kick, slug fire, everything thrown at 2-1. And there you have it, a clean 2-0 sweep by our challengers. Wow!
Showcasing how strong the gunslinger is in these small, chaotic 5v5 fights. If you don't shut him down, he's gonna be able to really tear you a new one. And really well done there by the challengers. Clean 2-0 sweep against the defenders. And they are able to walk home with some cool prizes.
That is correct. Now I'm curious who EEK is. So probably later on we will be able to meet him. But that was our show match here is a best of 3, meaning to say challengers will, like what you mentioned, will be going away with cool swags and prizes.
During the banter session, right?
Yeah.
When those two teams were talking to each other, I overheard one of the players say that they're not worried because they have Ikis in their team.
Oh, so he's really famous.
Yeah, I mean,
Like what
he's
you mentioned,
top
ranker?
32 in the tier cup. So he's no slouch. He's here to win, and win he did.
And it actually motivates people, especially here in the crowd, that even though they are challengers, they can go up against KOLs or defenders, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a pretty good game from both sides. I mean, the score was very close in the majority part of the games, but the challengers were able to really just put their foot in the pedal and really tear it up, especially towards the last minutes. That's where the gap gets the largest.
Always, always. You can see the grit that they really want to win. But also, let's still give credits to our defenders. So we have Bills, Shipdone, Junko, Pius, Ginger. They played their best.
Yep.
And I think they will still be remaining here in the venue. So if you want to meet them or meet us, go here now at Union Mall, Bangkok, Thailand.
Yeah, if you're from the Philippines, it's only a 3-hour flight.
Let's
It's not
go!
that long. If you're from Indonesia, it's about 5 hours. It's still decent.
5 hours?
It's about 5 hours.
In Malaysia.
In Malaysia, it's about 2-hour flight here. So we're the closest. We're literally neighbors, Malaysia and Thailand. So it's pretty easy for us to fly here as well.
So yeah, it's not too late, guys. We will be staying here until the grand finals. So you can still pack up and go here, fly here at Union Mall. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, and the grand finals, I think, is what a lot of people are just waiting for. We've got pretty much a month in cultivation for this grand finals. Both these teams had a month to prepare for these grand finals. We've got POEK representing Indonesia and ENCORE representing the Philippines happening here in Thailand. So this is neutral ground for them. There is no home team advantage for any of these teams, and that makes the grand finals even more exciting.
Exactly. It's very interesting to see that we're here in Thailand and two competing teams who made it from our qualifying stages are from different countries, right? So it's really fun to watch that later on. So please do stay tuned until the very end. Also, what I want to mention here in our on-site event, we have a lot of things in store. Actually, we have a lot of crowds.
Yep.
But let's go back to our defenders here. They look chill.
Yep, left to right is Ginger, Biu, Piasps, Junko, and Shipdone.
Yes. And here, Niki, and Cyril. But yeah, they are the defenders. Actually, it's really hard to defend your title.
You have more pressure, right?
Yes.
You're walking into this with more to lose.
Yes, but now we will be having a different set of challengers.
Yep. wonder who they are
Mm-hmm.
this time playing against the same defenders. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
first set of challengers definitely put up a very high
Yes.
bar. You know, they won the game, both games with a very convincing score, 2-0 on both
Mm-hmm.
games. But here we have My Prince, Ziv, 21nism, and Sideline. So these players
Ooh.
were also at least in top 96 of the tier cup.
Wow. So it's really nice to see them participating for a show match. You know, this is all fun and games, but when you know there's a prize involved,
They sit up straight, you know.
you want to be competitive. So it's really nice to see our challengers here.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you know, these teams qualifying to the top, these challengers, most of
Yes.
them were in top 96 as well.
Wow.
So you know
Respect.
that they come here meaning to win. They're not here casually, you know. They are from the community, but they're here to take away the prizes away
True.
from the defenders.
And it's what's also another thing to think about is that if you're the defenders, you will be playing how many best of 3 matches for the show match. It's really exhausting.
Absolutely. So are you saying the next team has a bigger advantage against the challengers because now they're more well rested
saying.
and the challengers are more tired in this matchup?
Could be. But we know Shipdone, Jinko, and the rest, they don't get tired. They
No.
can play until tomorrow, actually. Let them do the show match. Okay, very much excited. And later on, I think they will be having... I think they're done with the banters.
I think so. And so they're going to prepare for another best of 3. It's going to be the same set of rules. 5-minute timer in team deathmatch. Whichever team gets the most kills will be taking the point from that round. So whoever wins the best of 3 will be getting prizes. I think the prizes are a merchandise bag and a bounty pass for
I want
each
that.
player.
I want that. I want to bring home those stuff. Anyway, we're here. I think they're just behind us, actually, dear viewers, Midgardians, Adventures. We're still live here at Union Mall, Bangkok, Thailand, and we're about to dive into game number 2 of our show match. Again, this is going to be a best of 3 team deathmatch. I'm thinking about, since the challengers, they already seen how Shipdone and the rest perform, that could be a good advantage for the challengers.
Yeah, I'm more wondering if the challengers will bring some interesting lineups because we did see a mirror matchup
Yes.
pretty much in the previous game. We've got the Doram as well as
Biochem.
the Gunslinger, Biochem, Gypsy
Performer,
as
yes.
well as Priest.
Yes.
So we haven't seen, you know, Paladin, the Wizard,
Assassin.
we haven't seen Assassin, you know. So I wonder if this second set of challengers will have a different lineup to play up against the defenders.
Hopefully. I really want to see Pallies, you know, because it's basic for DD to have your Pallies, your Sorks,
Yep.
right? So really want to see that coming from the challengers. I'm not just quite sure if it's going to be, again, a mirror match.
I mean, I think they're all using their own accounts.
Oh,
so, you
yes.
know, they can change job. They can play whatever job they are currently playing. So
Okay.
that will be interesting to see. I mean, Ziv, his
Yes.
name has a sniper at the end.
Sniper.
So I hope we see a sniper in this 5v5. That might be pretty good. Paladin is really good counter to the Gunslinger as well. We haven't seen Professor being
Not
played by either
yet.
of these teams. The Dispel is very strong to get rid of all the buffs from the Priest as well as the Gypsy. So
Yes.
I wonder we'll be seeing any of these classes in this next match.
Interesting. Actually, looking at how Gunslinger move, how do you shut down a Gunslinger?
Focus fire him, and he has shield. He's tankier than some classes, but you can, if you focus him down, like with a paladin, if you chase him down, he's not gonna have a good time really being able to do his damage in an AOE. So any classes that can really chase him down without losing their life, which is like paladin, Professor as well, they
Yes.
can really just chase him down. Those might be good counters, especially if you know the main DPS dealer is the Gunslinger. But
Yeah.
in the case of the defenders, right,
Yes.
their main DPS is actually Shipdome,
Shipdome.
right, on a Doram. So
Yes.
how you counter Doram, the best class to counter Doram is Paladin. And the next is Sniper. So we'll see as we head into the first game of this best of 3. Will the challengers have a better shot this time? Ziv Sniper using a Professor. And we see a Paladin here as well. Biochem, Bard as well as the Priest finishing things up here for the side of the challengers. While the defenders will be using the exact
same.
same lineup Biu being focused down. He's dropping very low. That's going to be the first blood going towards the way of the challengers.
These challengers, they've done their assignment. They know how to approach the game for today. Shipdown still, maintaining his, what do you call this? His distance.
Yes.
Distance.
Astaga, radianku
Okay,
ternyata
he has
habis.
been doing
Cok,
that
untung
quite
aja
so
guys.
well.
Lihat guys.
He's very careful when it comes to engaging. And let's see if the challengers will be able to actually take down Shipdown.
Shipdown is really just left on his
Yes.
own. He can do whatever he wants, and that's what a Doran wants, right? Not being
Yes.
focused down and able to throw out AoEs constantly. But here, Shipdown gets another kill onto Zip Sniper. Biu gets a kill as well. 3-3 right now with about 4 minutes left remaining. Who will pull up a hit into his 21ism will fall. That gives the defenders an advantage right now. 4-3. Can
Wow.
they pull this lead even further?
Biu's always receiving damage right now, being targeted, I think. But we're currently watching Shipdown just throwing his AoEs, having his whole little world like what you mentioned. But now I think he is being close to a distance here with My Prince and the rest of the challengers. However, Sincha, I think, is gonna go down. Ginger's quite low, and Biu's once again gonna go down. I think what the challengers are doing is that taking points from Biu's.
Yeah, but Ginger as well as Shipdown are the primary damage dealers in their team so far. 6-5. Shipdown gets another kill onto the Zip Sniper, and they are starting to get a lead into
Yes.
this game. 7-5 right now, and Shipdown is still left uncontested. He's just
Yes.
being able to throw out his skills without
Yes.
any worries whatsoever.
That is correct. Like literally a walk in the park, a walk in this arena, going in and out without someone actually going after him. We are seeing Sincha Sniper wanted to close a distance, but Shipdown is just so tanky as of the moment. And I mean, we're currently tied up with 7-7. Gingers will be going down. Biu's gonna go down as well. 2 points going towards our challenger. Sincha Sniper now currently dominating.
7-9 right now. The scoreline is still pretty close. We might see the side of the defenders come back at any moment. Zip Sniper dropping very low. We do see one of them dying as well. 9-10. Zip Sniper on a wicked kill streak, but he gets brought down there by Shipdown, who has yet to die so far in this game. 9-10 scoreline. We do see 21ism dropping very low. Zip Sniper is gonna fall.
Whoa.
10-10 scoreline right now. Can they pull this lead back in their favor? Yes, they can. The challengers back in the lead.
Shipdown here, adding more points. That is correct. That is correct. Our defenders actually trying to defend their pride, their honor. Biu's will be dying there. 1 point towards our challenger. I think if you're the challenger, just focus fire on either Ginger or Biu's, because
Yep.
the rest are just so tanky.
Especially Shipdown on the Doram. He's
Yeah.
not going to be dying very easily, but right now, 13-12 scoreline with about a minute left remaining. Can they keep this lead here for the side of the challengers? 14-12, another
Biu's.
kill going their way. Biu is going to fall, 14-13. He has to watch out. He has to know
Yes.
by now that he's the primary target
Yes.
for their opponents, and he needs to keep his distance.
True.
Make sure he doesn't die way too many times. They're 14-13 right now. Biu's gonna fall once again. 14-14. 30 seconds left remaining. Can Shipdown carry the ship all the way to victory? Can their captain bring them to the safety of the shores? And we're about 30 seconds left remaining. 14-14. Another important kill there will give them the lead. And can they get it in time? 20 seconds. No. Biu's gonna be the one to fall. 14-15. 15 seconds left remaining. They need a kill. They need to find something out of nothing right now in order to come back. No. Biu's gonna fall once again, as it is gonna be the first game going towards the way of the challengers once again.
Wow, that was quite a back and forth between the defenders and the challengers. However, Shipdown is, I mean, will be the MVP. However, it's going to be challengers who will be taking game number 1 for best of 3 series. I think they're quite happy, but they're just quite containing their smiles as of this moment.
That was a pretty close game.
It
Towards the last 30
is.
seconds, the scoreline was
Yes.
tied 14-14.
14-14.
So it could have gone either way. So that was
Yes.
a breath of relief being released there by the challenger squad. Now they got the first game. A little bit,
An
nerves
advantage.
already being left, just released.
Yes.
Right now they know they're on the driver's seat. They know that they have the advantage. They can play more freely in the next game.
I don't think so because the challengers, whenever they play, if you can see here in
Full
this
focus.
Yes, game face mode on, and when they won, that's just the time wherein they were able to have the sigh of relief, their smiles actually. As for the defenders, they've done their best. Hands down to them actually, especially to Junko. It's really hard to actually take care of Bilbius, but we can see he's trying his best to actually support Bilbius.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Biu died 14 out of the
Yes.
16 deaths from the side of the defenders. So, something
Ginger.
has to change.
Yes.
Something has to change from the defenders'
True.
side because they probably figured out from the first side of the challengers
Yes.
who the main target to go for is to be able to win against the challengers, the defenders. So the defenders have to, switch things up a little bit.
That could be a good adjustment. They have to if they want to win the next match.
Yep.
However, if they want to give it to the challengers, why not, right? Because we're generous like that. Yeah, I don't want to be in a position wherein I'm always being focus fired. That's why
That
I
doesn't feel
chose.
good.
It doesn't feel good, especially knowing that if I'm playing like Bilbius, I'll be targeted. You mentioned how many? That's 14 out of
14.
16, right?
Oh, kamu nggak dapat ACC Mas,
We'll
amin.
be showing them more
Semoga
matches
ya.
later on.
Udah mau habis tapi ini PR-nya.
Absolutely.
Udah 3/5 sama ini
Back to the
4/5.
hosts, Pochi and Noi for a little bit of a talk with the players.
สุดท้ายพร้อมแล้วนะคะ ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับนะคะทีม
Itu Sarayanya nggak mukul guys, tuyulku guys, yang satunya guys. Ngapain dia?
ตั้งชื่อทีมดีเนาะ เหมือนเอาใจมากๆเลย
Love Join Maker
Love Joy Maker สวัสดีจ้า
สวัสดีครับคุณแนะนำตัวนิดนึงครับ
โตเตียวครับ
โตเกียว
โตเตียวอนุทิน
ไหนนะ
IGN นะ
อนุทิน อะไรนะ โตเกียว
อนุทิน
อนุทิน
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะท่าน
ไม่คิดว่าท่านจะมาเล่นด้วย
เป็น
นะ
เกียรติมากที่มาร่วมงานของเราในวันนี้
รู้สึกก็เดี๋ยววันนี้ท่านใส่แว่นมาปุ๊บแล้วจำหน้าไม่ค่อยได้เลย
วันนี้ท่านรู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะที่ได้มาร่วมงานกับเรา
ก็รู้สึกขอบคุณโอกาสที่แบบว่าทางทีมงานกับจอยเมเกอร์ให้ครับ
ครับ
ค่ะ
ขอบดีขอบดี
มีอะไรอยากจะบอกทางฝั่ง KOL ไหมฮะ
ก็แพ้มา2แล้วนะครับเดี๋ยวผมแพ้ให้
เฮ้ย
อ่อนให้
สังคมต้องการคนแบบนี้ค
ใช่
รับ
สังคนโอเคครับ
คนดี
แต่ว่ารอบนี้คืออ่อนให้แต้มกับทางฝั่ง KOL บ้าง
ใช่ครับใช่
โอเคครับ
อยากไปอ่อนข้อสิ เดี๋ยวเราไม่ได้ของรางวัลนะ เอาให้เต็มที่
มาถ้าเกิดอย่างนั้นเดี๋ยวประจำที่กันเลยแล้วกันนะครับ
เรียนเชิญเลยค่ะ แมตช์เดียวเหมือนกันนะคะ 5 นาทีเนาะ ชนะแล้วชนะเลยนะจ๊ะ ไหนมา เรียบร้อย เซต
เอ้ามันต้องบัฟใหม่เหรอ
แล้วตั้งห้อง
โอเคนะฮะ ตอนนี้แล้วทำไมทางนู้นก็ดูประชุมแผนกันเยอะเลยอ่ะ
นั่นน่ะสิ
โอ้
คือให้คอมมานเดอร์อยู่ตรงกลางเพื่อที่จะตะโกนแล้วแบบได้ยินทั้งทีมอย่างเงี้ยเหรอ
ใช่ น่าจะเป็นประมาณนั้นเดี๋ยวโทษนะครับ
นี่
ประมาณนี้ โอเค
อุ๊ยน่ารักจังเลย นี่คือแบบผ้าห่ม
ผ้าของการแข่งขันของเราในครั้งนี้นั่นเองนะ
ใช่
ครับ
แล้ว
รักน่ารอกนั่นเองนะจ๊ะ มา
ระหว่างที่เซตกันนะคะ เดี๋ยวตอนนี้ก็ขออนุญาตประชาสัมพันธ์เพิ่มเติมสักเล็กน้อยสำหรับผู้ที่อยู่ในงาน เนื่องจากว่าวันนี้ค่ะพี่โปจิมีคนมาร่วมงานกับเราเนี่ยเยอะมากๆเลยนะคะ ก็ขอบคุณทุกท่านที่มาร่วมงานกันด้วยเนาะ ก็เลยทำให้จำนวนของรางวัลที่อยู่ในงานตอนนี้อาจจะหมดแล้ว
ก็ต้องกราบขออภัย
แต่คุณก็ยังสามารถร่วมลุ้นรับรางวัล Lucky Draw กับเราได้นะจ๊ะ รางวัลใหญ่ยังมีอยู่ อย่าเพิ่งรีบไปไหน
ช่วงเย็นนะฮะ ขอบอกเลยฮะว่าใหญ่ระดับที่ว่า
ใหญ่
เราเห็นแล้วเรารู้สึก
Tidak
ปวด
dapat
ใจแทนทีมงานว่าเขาจะส่งไปให้ยังไง
หรือเขาจะต้องแบกกลับบ้านไปเองหรือเปล่า เอ๊ะ หรือยัง
ถ้า
ไง
เกิดแบกกลับบ้านไปเองนี้น่าจะต้องใช้ระดับรถกระบะเลยนะ
เอ๊ะ อันนี้ก็น่าคิดอยู่เหมือนกัน เราก็ไม่ได้คิดมาเหมือนกันนะ
นั่น
คะ
สิครับ แต่ว่าเดี๋ยวรอดูกันนะฮะวันนี้ ตอนนี้ทางทีม KL เป็นไงบ้างฮะ พร้อมไหม
โอ
กำลัง
เค
Ini lama banget main eventnya.
กับทางทีมผู้ท้าชิงนะฮะ เมคอะไรนะ
ใครนะ
Love
Joy Maker
Joy Maker
ใช่
นะฮะ Love Joy นะ Love Joy
Love Joy Maker
ท่านอนุทินนะทำไมชื่อทีมนี้ฮะ
เพราะว่า
เอาใจ
เฮลลิงส่งเข้าประกวด
อะไรนะฮะ
เฮลลิง
ถ้ายังไงอธิบายเพิ่มหน่อย
เฮลลิงคือแบบว่าเป็นเหมือนบอทในเป็นเหมือนคนที่ประสานงานตอบอะไรเงี้ยก็คือในกลุ่ม
Ada apa di mail kah? Bansos.
ตอบอะไรเงี้ย
ครับ
น้องส่งเข้าประกวด
Oh, grand final.
เป็นฟิลเหมือนผู้สนับสนุนที่
Oh, jam 4 guys dia.
ใช่ฮะ
พอไหมไม่เล่นดอกเหลืองนะน้อง
เข้ามา
ดอกเหลืองไม่เล่นนะ
พร้อมไหม
พร้อมไหมจ๊ะ
Masih setengah jam lagi ternyata.
ทีม KL ของเราทีม KL ของเราพร้อมแล้วนะฮะ
พร้อมครับพร้อมครับ
ทางทีมผู้ท้าชิงนะฮะ Love Joy Maker
จ้ะ
พร้อมนะ
พร้อมครับ
พร้อมนะคะท่าน
ถ้
โอ
กิด
เค
พร้อมกัน
ค่ะ
แล้วเราจะเริ่มต้นใน 3 2 1
Let's go เริ่มแล้วจ้ะ เกมเดียวนะ เกมเดียว เกมเดียว
And we're going into the next show match here with a different set of challengers. On the opponent's side, we have Baramons, we've got Guis, we got Changyu. On them, we do see a gunslinger and Kami the Kid as well, playing the gunslinger, getting a lot of kills already.
Yes.
He is scary.
Oh.
He's focusing down on
Going after
Shipdome. He
Shipdome.
knows the main target
Oh, no.
from watching the first 2 matches, and now he's just chasing him everywhere.
Oh no! Oh
Ship
no!
Down in some trouble.
Ship down! You have to ship down. And this is not looking good for Ship down. It's gonna go down. Almost a sliver of health there. Gonna run for his life. However, we're already at 0-3 in favor of our challengers.
Yeah, and
No!
Kami the Kid really just focusing down on Shipdome. He gets a return kill there, but the scoreline
Wow,
is already
scary.
1-4 so far, and it is very
Gak ada
convincing
bahan
towards
Riven
the
juga.
side
Aduh,
of the
aduh.
challengers as they learn from their predecessors. They learn from the previous 2 games, and they know that hey, we chase down
know.
Shipdome and get the kills on towards
Bill
Views
Bills.
as well, and that's how they win this game.
And that's how you do your assignment, challengers. All right, let's go. Ship down here again, receiving a lot of damage. Will be forced to actually use to the party. But look at that GS going after him, limping for his life here. Ship down going out of the skirmish, but GWIS still on the lookout. And Paramos and Kami the God too. They ain't playing here, Zero.
Yep, Shipdome gets another kill. Those Kami keeping things
Kami.
very close here. Shipdome really is trying to do his best. You know,
True.
he's taking so much focus. He's being
True.
lax. He's being focused down by the gunslinger, but he is still able to hold on to this game for the moment. Look at his
Kami.
HP. He's always surviving with an inch of his health. 4-7 right now. The challengers
Kami.
are really running away with this game.
They're scary. I don't want to go up against Lovejoy Maker team. I don't want to go up against Kami the Kid here. Dealing a lot of damage, eliminating Ginger, and eventually eliminating Bills. This is just an onslaught.
Yep, Shipdome 5 kills already to his name, but 9 kills there for the challengers, really making it tough here for the defenders to really do anything at all. Shipdome's trying his best.
Oh, no.
Armor is broken here from Shipdome's side because of the biochem,
Oh,
so he has to
wow.
watch out. Taking so
What's
much
that?
damage from the
What's that?
Desperado. That's a broken armor on Shipdome, so he's taking more damage from the gunslinger. So 6-12 right now. Shipdome still being able to get some kills, but the Kami the Kid is just doing too much
Yes.
damage at the moment.
It's very scary because I got surprised we're in Shipton. Just, his life, his HP bar went like 10%. Paramore, is it Paramore's Changyu?
Paramon's.
Paramore's and Changyu here also assisting. Kami the Kid finally gonna go down here through Bills, but Bills will be dying as well.
8 to 14 right now with about 90 seconds left remaining. Shipton being
Wow.
focus fired here by Kami the Kid. The disarm not really effective because they have a biocam in this team. 1 minute left remaining. Can they try and pull it back? At least here for the defenders. 6-point
6
differential.
points.
Kami the Kid gets another kill. Shipton gets a kill, a return kill on towards Kami the Kid. 6 kill differential still with only 60 seconds left remaining.
That is correct. Once again, Ginger holding on to his life here. Bills just got eliminated. 11 to 17 here, less than a minute. And we're seeing a lot of damage here on our screen. But one thing is for sure, Kami the Kid here will go down. However, Bills will be going down as well. 48 seconds here, and it's just a back and forth for these two teams. Still, I think this is really hard for the defenders to actually manage to get 7 points at this point.
Yeah, it might be too little too late
Yes.
here unless Shipton can come out with some miracle. But 7 kills in 30 seconds is way too hard here for the defenders to try and come back from this 6 kills. Actually, they managed to get a kill on towards Kami the Kid, but again, they get a return here. Shipton being focused down. He is in some trouble. 15 seconds
Wow.
left remaining. Oh, they might be able to keep things close here. Only 6 kill difference.
10
but it
seconds left, though.
it is too late here. 6 seconds left remaining, and it will be the defenders losing again. Challengers are 4-0 against our defenders.
I mean, this is the most kills, I think,
Yeah,
throughout
20
the show match.
21 kills.
21. But anyway, we have here Lovejoy, Maker, Egg, and G-Ab. Our challengers actually winning all of the show matches.
Yep, and so all the challengers will be going home with a bounty pass as
Yes.
well as limited merchandise for themselves. So very well done there by all the challengers. So thank you all for watching the show match. Let's see what they have to say.
แล้วทางฝั่งของทางทีม KOL นะครับรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับ
ใช่ไหมเราก็เลยเหมือนแบบปกติเล่นอะไรชิวๆอะไรไป เล่นมือเดียวอะไรไป
เมื่อกี้เอ็นหลังอยู่ สักพักหนึ่งหายไป1 คนเลยค่อยๆขึ้น ค่อยๆขึ้น ค่อยๆขึ้นเข้าสู่เกมเมอร์โหมด
เหมือนแบบโผล่ขึ้นมานิดนึง
โอเค
โอเค เพราะฉะนั้นนะคะ ขอเสียงปรบมือให้ Challenger ของเราด้วยค่ะ Lovejoy Maker นะคะ เดี๋ยวลงไปพักผ่อนรับของรางวัลได้เลยจ้า
ต้องขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะครับ แต่
ต
ว่า
อนนี้ KOL ขยับมาจ้า ได้เวลาอันสมควรแล้ว
เดี๋ยวเราจะทำการลัคกี้ดรอ 5 รางวัลนะครับ มาดูกันซิว่าคุณจะเป็นผู้โชคดีหรือไม่ที่จะได้รับของรางวัลต่างๆ ไป เดี๋ยวเราจะขึ้นมาที่จอของเรากันเลยทีเดียว เพราะว่านี่คือ
Welcome back, everybody, and we have a gift for you for tuning in to the Tier Cup broadcast so far. First, live comment raffle happening here on the stream, so make sure you follow this format. What is the format, Nikki?
Oh, they know this. You know the drill. Just type in your UID plus your server name plus your username plus your message. Okay, we want to see your message. Guys, adventurers, make sure that you input the correct information or else it won't be valid. Do it now. Do it fast. Can they spam though?
I mean, they can spam,
Go,
but
go.
they're gonna screenshot the winner
Yes.
randomly at a time. So the more messages you type with the right format, you have to make sure it's the right format. So UID, server name, your character name, and the team you're supporting,
Oh,
whether it's
the
POEK
team.
or ENCORE here in the grand finals.
Okay. We're about to go to the main part later on. Are we? But anyway, we have here a lot of interesting things. And one of which is actually the main event, which is the grand finals. You mentioned that our
Ini gimana sih ini?
adventurers can join in the lucky draw if they put in the team that they're supporting
The
now.
mysterious space
I wanna
again is
know.
equal to way correct.
Can we reveal the team we're supporting?
No. you
No
can't.
bias, no bias here. No
Yeah,
bias.
but it will be a great grand finals. I mean, both teams they had a month, over a month
Yes.
to prepare for this grand finals. So a lot of research, a lot of studying their opponents, the games, the meta, even the builds. There's a lot of time to build up for this moment. So I'm pretty excited for both of these teams. They have not met each other in their group stages up till now.
Yes.
So it is going to be very, very interesting to see, what sort of secret strategies that both these teams have brought up.
Okay, let's give them a bit of a backstory. We went to the backstage, have a little bit of chit chat with our players, and you mentioned secrets. Are we about to reveal some secrets here? I'm a spoiler.
I mean, the audience can check in game. The
Aduh,
final
kurang,
fight
Cok. Kurang
for
dikit,
both
Cok.
sides. So we have a surprise wizard being played there by POEK, while for the side of ENCORE, they're playing with an assassin.
Yes. Very diverse, which is really interesting because two teams, different countries, different lineup, different strategies now clashing here in the grand finals. Only goes to show which team really made huge amount of preparation and practice. It's definitely gonna play out later on. I'm very much excited. I know everyone is, especially you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mind games going on
Yes.
between both these teams, and also the understanding of the game is very different on both sides. You see one team playing with a wizard, another team playing with a Synex. So you can see the contrast in terms of their strategy and how they approach the game. It's also very interesting to see that everything else, the other 9 players are
Almost the
playing the
same.
exact same characters. So the
Nah,
only difference
kelar.
between both these teams is this wizard
Yes.
and this assassin. So there are 4 maps that they're competing on.
Yes, but I think we're gonna go back to the host. Are we gonna go back to the host? Oh, we will be having a KV in just a moment, right?
Yep.
We will be having the showcase. I spoiled it a while ago, right? The gunslinger, right?
Yes, I think that is next.
Up
So
next.
let's take a look at what the game has updated recently for Ragnarok Online Origin Classic.
No one has set foot in this land. There were no gunshots here. Until now, someone is breaking through the darkness.
Kurang satu guys, personalnya guys.
But the darkness never truly left. When the first gunshot tears through the night, dawn will finally arrive.
ครับและนี่ก็คืออัปเดตใหม่ล่าสุดนะฮะ Shadow Over Glass Hem นั่นเองครับ แมปใหม่อาชีพใหม่และบอส MVP ใหม่นั่นเองครับ
ดีงามมากๆเลยนะคะ นอกจากนั้นเนี่ยเดี๋ยวในวันพรุ่งนี้ค่ะพี่โพจิ
ครับ
เราจะมีการเฉลิมฉลองนะคะการถือกำเนิดของแชมป์ค่ะในการแข่งขันเทียร์คัพนะซึ่งภายในเกมค่ะเดี๋ยวทุกท่านจะได้เจอกับกิจกรรมพิเศษค่ะกับ Champion Night Celebration นะคะในช่วงเวลากิจกรรมค่ะเดี๋ยวเขาจะมี Champion Parade เนี่ยออกมาเฉลิมฉลองอย่างยิ่งใหญ่ด้วยเพราะฉะนั้นก็ขอเชิญเลยนะสำหรับเหล่านักผจญภัยทุกท่านนะคะอย่าลืมค่ะมาร่วมเป็นสักขีพยานแห่งเกียรติยศและร่วมฉลองชัยไปพร้อมกับแชมป์ของพวกเราด้วยค่ะ
และก็ในเมื่อพูดถึงแชมเปี้ยนกันแล้วนะครับ
จ้ะ
ต้องพูดถึงกลุ่มคนเหล่านี้กันเลยทีเดียว เพราะว่าพวกเขาเหล่านี้เนี่ยเป็นส่วนหนึ่งที่ช่วยทำให้เกม Ragnarok ประสบความสำเร็จในบ้านเรานั่นเองนะครับ เพราะพวกเราเนี่ยได้มาอยู่ร่วมกัน
ค่ะ
เป็นคอมมูนิตี้และหนึ่งในบรรดากลุ่มที่ได้ร่วมสร้างคอมมูนิตี้เหล่านี้ขึ้นมานะนั่นก็คือเหล่าบรรดาครีเอเตอร์แล้วก็ KOL สายเกมทุกๆคนด้วยเช่นเดียวกัน ในวันนี้ครับในทางเกม Ragnarok Origin Classic ของเรานะครับก็เลยอยากที่จะมอบรางวัลพิเศษ
ค่ะ
ให้กับกลุ่มคนเหล่านี้กับรางวัลที่มีชื่อว่า Mid Guardian Star นั่นเองครับ
และตอนนี้พวกเขาพร้อมแล้วนะคะ จะมีใครกันบ้างตอนนี้ไปรับชมพร้อมๆกันเลยค่ะ นี่
ดูกันเลยฮะ
มาแล้ว
จากประเทศต่างๆนะครับไม่ว่าจากทั้งประเทศไทย
อ่า
แล้วก็ประเทศต่างๆ ในละแวกแถวนี้ทั้งหมดกันเลยทีเดียว พวกเรารวมตัวกันมานะครับ
ค่ะ
ร่วมกันเป็นเหล่าครีเอเตอร์ที่มาผลักดันวงการในส่วนของตัวเกม Ragnarok Origin Classic นั่นเองครับ
ถูกต้องแล้วนะคะ และตอนนี้ค่ะก็พวกเขานะคะที่เป็นตัวแทนเนี่ยก็อยู่กับเราในงานด้วย เพราะฉะนั้นนะคะขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆต้อนรับมิดการ์เดียนสตาร์ของเราบนเวทีแห่งนี้ค่ะวู้ฮู้คุณหน้าคุณตานะคะบางท่าน
มาแล้วนะฮะ
ขยับมาเลยนะจ๊ะนี่
ขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะครับ Congratulations to all the creators
yes
to participate in our games นะครับผมแล้วก็ในลำดับถัดไปครับ ขอกลับเรียนเชิญนะ คุณริชชี่นะครับ ตัวแทนจากทางฝั่งของตัวเกมของเราเนี่ยเป็นผู้มอบรางวัลให้นั่นเองครับ Mid Guardian Star ครับ
เรียนเชิญเลยนะคะ ซึ่งสำหรับ Mid Guardian Star ของเราค่ะ ก็จะได้รับเป็นนี่ Certificate นะคะ เพื่อเป็นการยกย่องเนาะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของคุณงามความดีนะคะ ที่พวกเขาเหล่านี้ค่ะ ก็ได้ทำให้กับคอมมูนิตี้ของเราเนี่ย ได้แบบเป็นที่รู้จักนะคะบางคนก็มีการทำคลิปสอนบ้าง มีการทำคลิปเชิญชวนให้เหล่านักผจญภัยเนี่ยมาเล่นเกมกับเราเยอะๆเนาะ
ใช่แล้วละครับ พวกเขาเหล่านี้ก็คือเป็นอีกส่วนหนึ่งนะฮะที่ได้ร่วมการสร้างให้มีคอมมูนิตี้เกิดขึ้นในประเทศไทยรวมไป
ค่ะ
ถึงทุกๆ คนที่อยู่ภายในงานนี้ด้วยเช่นเดียวกันนะครับที่ได้มาร่วมกันเฉลิมฉลอง แล้วก็ได้มารับชมการแข่งขันในรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลในครั้งนี้ด้วยนะครับก็ขอบพระคุณทุกๆ คนมากจริงๆเลยนะครับที่ได้เข้ามาร่วมกันในงานครั้งนี้ ไม่ว่าจะรับชมอยู่ทางออนไลน์ หรือว่าอยู่ที่ออนไซต์ของเรานั่นเองนะครับ
ใช่
Thank you
แล้ว
so much to everyone to joining and participate in our games Thank you so much โอเคเดี๋ยวตอนนี้เดี๋ยวเราถ่ายรูปกันนะ
Check a photo together นะคะ
Next we may have the group photo together so please
ได้เลย
come
ได้เลย
close
แบบนี้อ่ะ one two three big smile
โอเค1 2 3 1 2 3
โบกมือด้วย waving your hand to the camera วิดีโอ
Okay this is video okay waving your hand waving Okay
thank you so much
Ngasih bendera PH dia, Cok.
ขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆอีกครั้งหนึ่งค่ะ
ให้กับเหล่าครีเอเตอร์ของเราในครั้งนี้นะครับ เดี๋ยวขอเชิญทุกท่านเนี่ยพักผ่อนด้านล่าง ยกเว้นอยู่1 คนนะฮะ
ค่ะ
ขอกราบเรียนเชิญคุณชิปดอนมาเป็นตัวแทนหมู่บ้านอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะฮะ
ตรงกลางได้เลยจากกล่าวอะไรสักเล็กน้อยนะคะ กับพวกเราค่ะ
ก่อนอื่นก็ต้องขอบคุณทางทีมงานของ Ragnarok Origin Classic นะครับที่เล็งเห็นถึงเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะเล็งเห็นถึงคุณค่าของผลงานที่ทาง KOL ได้ทำขึ้นมาแล้วกันนะครับ แล้วก็คุณทีมงานที่ดูแลหลาย ๆ อย่างนะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นคอมมูนิตี้หรือว่าทีมงานที่เป็นdeveloper นะครับที่คอยดูแลเกมนะครับที่แก้ไขปัญหาต่าง ๆ ได้แบบดีมากนะครับเพื่อน ๆ หลายคนน่าจะถูกใจกันมากนะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นการเกิดปัญหาอะไรต่าง ๆ มาทีมงานพร้อมที่จะรับฟังแล้วก็แก้ไขปรับให้ทุกฝ่ายลงตัวแล้วก็แฮปปี้ ที่จะได้เล่นเกม Ragnarok Origin Classic ต่อไปครับผมขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณคุณชิปดอนด้วยนะคะก็เป็นตัวแทนนะคะของ Mid Guardian Star นั่นเองแล้วเดี๋ยวก็จะเป็นแคสเตอร์ให้กับเราในวันนี้ด้วยเนาะ
ใช่ครับผมแต่ว่าไม่ได้มีเพียงแค่คุณชิปดอนเท่านั้นนะครับ เพราะว่าเราก็ยังมีสารพิเศษนะครับจากบรรดาครีเอเตอร์ระดับ international มาอีก 2 ท่าน ให้ทุกคนเนี่ยได้มาเจอกันด้วยเช่นเดียวกันนะครับ โดยลำดับถัดไปเดี๋ยวเราจะเป็นวิดีโอนะจากทางคุณจิเลนแม็กซิมัสแล้วก็คุณ Immortal MBGG ถ้าเกิดพร้อมกันแล้วเดี๋ยวขอเชิญรับชมกันได้เลยครับ
Let's watch together
Halo semua, balik lagi dengan gue Dylan Maximus. Gue cuma mau bilang experience gue main ROOC dalam 2 bulan jalan ketiga ini teman-teman. Seru banget, gue bisa merasakan banyak yang gue nggak bisa rasakan di MMORPG lainnya, dimana ini adalah MMORPG paling family friendly, F2P friendly yang pernah gue mainkan, dimana orang-orang bisa beli bounty pass aja, bisa statnya setara. Bahkan di turnamen yang kemarin kita ikutin, hadiah $1 juta total prize punya tier cup pertama, itu semua orang punya kesempatan yang besar untuk bisa masuk. Bahkan kita yang udah beli kartu MVP, kita aja gagal untuk top 96 gitu loh. Jadi ya kita Coast Guard tim sudah sangat luar biasa berusahanya, tapi sorry banget kita nggak bisa masuk ke top 32 bahkan, dan gak bisa masuk ke final. Kita harus gugur di top 96, tapi kita semua sudah ikhlas tidak bisa menjadi pemenang kali ini di Ragnarok Origin Classic teman-teman. Dan so far menurut gue itu experience yang paling seru, dimana kita ngulik setiap malam sampai pagi, dan tim-tim gue kompe semua juga. Sayang kita kurang hoki dan mungkin kurang jago juga, dimana lawan-lawan kita lebih jago dari kita karena statnya setara dan mereka lebih tahu metanya teman-teman. Jadi itulah experience gue sampai ikut tier cup, dan selama main gue nggak pernah top up kebanyakan karena dia ada limitnya. Seminggu kalau kalian bounty pass mentok tuh di di gamenya tuh cuma 1,4an, jadi kayak sebulan tuh 5,9 sampai 6 juta. Itu progres yang hitungannya perbedaan dari orang yang spend gede sama yang kecil. Kalau yang kecil kan hitungannya bisa kali 3, kali 2, bisa yang bahkan gak beli sama sekali kali 0 dan dia farming. Bahkan yang kali 0 pun bisa beli jadi kali 1 kalau kalian beli Radiant Pass doang yang harganya 49.000. Dan itu kalian bisa dapatkan dengan dulu menjual aksesoris slot 2, jual kartu MVP, itu bisa kalian lakukan semua. Dan bisa dibilang kartu MVP itu harganya luar biasa. Bahkan sampai sekarang aksesoris slot 2 harganya juga oke. Bisa bikin kalian beli bounty pass, bahkan lumayan sekarang. Dan kita udah siap-siap dengan update Glass Helm terbaru. Of course aksesoris slot 2 Glass Helm itu bakalan harganya oke banget buat para petani yang akan farming di MVP. Jadi so far ini ROC paling friendly ya di antara RO lainnya, dan semoga
setuju. Kalau RO paling friendly setuju.
Ya, udah ada patch note-nya, mudah-mudahan memuaskan ya LK ya buff-nya ya bulan depan. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Dan pastinya dari gua walaupun sedih tapi ada senangnya, di mana perwakilan kita semua yaitu POEK dari Indonesia lolos Tier Cup Season 1 dan sekarang akan siap-siap battle melawan Filipina dan di Thailand. Jadi kita dukung terus POEK, perwakilan Indonesia ya, Mafis. Gue harus menang ya brother, perwakilan Indonesia di Grand Final agar menjadi juara Tier Cup Season 1 dan membawa pulang juara satunya 500.000 USD. Gacor. Dan gue sendiri akan tetap main dan akan tetap mengikuti konten-konten kompetitif lainnya, karena nanti Tier Cup Season 2 bakalan ada lagi, mungkin dengan hadiah yang sama. Jadi tungguin terus Dylan Maximus di ROC. Gua gak pensi guys, karena gua kalah Tier Cup. Masih ada Season 2, masih ada event-event guild lainnya. Dan gua akan tetap main Ragnarok Origin Classic walaupun gua main game lain juga. Jadi jangan khawatir. Sampai jumpa di Tier Cup Season 2 di channel Dylan Maximus. Semoga kita lebih bagus lagi mainnya, lebih ngulik lagi, dan bisa membawa pulang piala dan menambah 1 piala lagi di belakang. Thank you semuanya yang udah support tim Coast Guard dari awal gue main ROOC. Sampai jumpa lagi.
Hello everyone, I'm Immortal MBGG. I'm truly honored and excited to represent the influencer awardees from the Philippines. There are so many incredible content creators from our country. From creative storytellers and well-known players of ROOC to streamers who share guides to continuously keep the community engaged, entertained, and have fun. Being chosen as the representative is not only an honor, but also a great responsibility. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here in front of you on behalf of all the Ragnarok Origin Classic content creators in the Philippines and express our heartfelt appreciation for the support we've received from the ROOC community and the ROOC team. Over the past decade of playing mobile games, ROOC has been the game many RO players have been waiting for, giving the F2P and the low-spending players a chance to shine in competitive battles is truly one of a kind. Beyond the great graphics, character models, and well-balanced top-up system, what truly sets ROOC apart from other games is how the ROOC team keep in close communication with the ROOC community. Thank you to all of you adventurers, and of course, thank you to you, ROOC.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Marvin, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the moment you have all been waiting for. It is about to be the grand finals of Tier Cup Season 1 happening here in Bangkok. My name is Zero, and joining me today here is Nikki.
Zero, like what you mentioned, this is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. And in just a couple of minutes from now, we'll be giving you guys a gift code.
Absolutely. Another code for you guys to get Tier Cup Prime Battle for 10
Tier
tickets
Cup Prime
and 10 total
Battle.
music free. So make sure you share this to your guildmates. There's a lot more coming where this came from. So make sure you tune into the stream as well. Not just because the matches are going to be interesting. They are definitely going to be interesting. But you will be rewarded just for watching as well.
Can I spoil them? Bounty pass.
Oh no, now we're gonna blow up.
Later with our lucky raffle or lucky draw. So stay tuned until the very end. We promise to serve and cook you guys the best matches for today. Anyway, once again, here is the code because Cake has been pestering me with codes. Here it is. Hello, Cake. To everyone who's currently watching right now, shout out to everyone.
Skip tiket
And I
lumayan.
think there's something in the stage, right?
Let's check it out.
มาแบบฮึกเหิมยิ่งใหญ่สะบัดพง
from Indonesia นะฮะ
Wah, anjing ada benderanya, Cok.
สวัสดีค่ะ
และนี่ก็คือทีมโป
ขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆนี่ waving your flag to show the world
Raise your flag โอเค thank you so much ทีม boy ขอบคุณมากครับ thank you so much you may proceed to your station
นี่เดี๋ยวจะให้นะคะ ไปที่ตำแหน่งการแข่งขัน นั่งเก้าอี้ประจำตำแหน่งกันได้เลย
ใช่ครับ และสำหรับทีมแรกเราเจอมาแล้วทีมต่อไปกันบ้างดีกว่านะครับ and the team that come for the grand final from Philippines ทีมอังกอ
ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับด้วยค่ะ นี่ a lot of fans right here นี่เท่มากแต่ละคน ชอบ energy
และนี่ก็คือทีมอังกอร์มาบูเฮ
โอเคค่ะ โอ้โห
โอ้โห
รัด
โอเคครับทีมอังกอร์ you may proceed to your station
but team leader please stay here with us นะคะ
we may have team leader with us
มาเลยค่ะ please another team boy and
Encore
Encore Before we begin, I would like to ask both of you, how are you feeling today? So, Poi first, how are you feeling?
Very good. We have a chance to win this game. So we will give the best of us for today.
โอเค
ก็รู้สึกตอนนี้ถามว่ารู้สึกยังไงบ้างก็รู้สึกดีมากเลยนะ ตอนนี้พวกเรามั่นใจมากๆเลยและคิดว่าเราจะสามารถคว้าชัยได้แน่นอนครับ
Okay, and for you, Uncle, how are you feeling?
Very excited for this grand finals. Good luck to both of us.
ก็ตอนนี้รู้สึกตื่นเต้นมากๆที่จะได้แข่งขันในรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลนั่นเองครับ
Okay, another question. Before we begin, do you have anything to say with your opponents?
Encore, please be nice with us.
ก็อังกอร์บอกนะฮะว่าแบบว่าได้โปรดเอาชัยชนะให้พวกเราเถอะนะฮะ
ได้ด้วยเหรอ
How about Angkor? Do you have
Angkor.
anything to say?
Yeah.
POEK, good luck and have fun. Let's have a good match.
Okay.
คุณรัก have fun
Yeah.
หวังว่าจะเป็นการต่อสู้ที่ดีนั่นเองนะครับ ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับทั้งสองทีมอีกครั้งหนึ่งด้วยครับ
Thank you so much. So right now we have to roll a dice first.
because we are going to decide who's going to choose first so ตอนนี้นะเดี๋ยวเราจะให้ทำการเลือกกันนะครับว่าแข่งขันกันว่าใครจะได้เลือกฝั่งก่อนนะฮะ so we have to use the die to roll who's got the most more point
Yes.
have the right to choose but you must roll the die on the stage not falling on the ground okay
ดูนะคะว่าใครที่ได้แต้มมากกว่ากันนะคะ ก็จะต้องเหมือน roll dice เนี่ยอยู่บนเวที ห้ามทำให้หล่นลงไปไม่งั้นจะถือว่าฟาวไป
okay then 3 2 1
go
และออกมาเป็น
Aduh, satu, Cok.
One point.
So now is a good chance for
Encore. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And wow.
5 points.
Okay.
It's a good sign for Angkor. So let's see which side they go.
Wah, milih TDM ya.
Okay, thank you so much. Please give some noise for our grand final.
Wish both of you the best of luck. ก็ขอให้ทั้งสองทีมของเราโชคดีด้วยนะจ๊ะ ตื่นเต้นมากเลยอ่ะ เพราะว่าเงินรางวัลสำหรับผู้ชนะในวันนี้ 500,000 US
Encore mapnya game deathmatch guys.
ฟังอาจจะรู้สึกแบบ500,000 US ดอลลาร์ต้องประมาณเท่าไหร่15 ล้านบาทครับท่านผู้ชมครับ
โอ้โห ทำไมตอนเด็กๆ เราไม่ตั้งใจเล่นเกมให้มากกว่านี้ห็นหม
เราจะได้มาอยู่ตรงนี้บ้างนะฮะ
ใช่
โอ้โหแต่มาแบบนี้ลุ้นครับใครเชียร์ทั้งฝั่งของทางทีมโป้ยจากอินโดนีเซียขอเสียงหน่อย
กองเชียร์ทีมบอยวู้ฮู้
แล้วใครเชียร์ทีมอังกอร์จากฟิลิปปินส์บ้างขอเสียงหน่อย
Welcome back, everybody, to the casting stage. And a funny story
Yes.
that I'm about to share here about POEK. They
Oh.
have been complaining that they can't seem to win any map choices. It's always on the opponent's side. And again, it happened here today in the grand finals. They lost the dice throw. And now they are in the perils for Encore on their side pick. So this makes it for a very interesting grand finals.
Also an advantage towards the one who's
Absolutely.
gonna be picking the map, all right? However, I mean, it's already been revealed when it comes to the lineup. That's the only the downside if you
Yep.
lose the dice roll or the map, how do you call this?
Map choice.
Map choice, right? That's the only downside. And it's not even that critical or vital at this point because they already know the lineup. So
Still, historically, both these teams
Jinx?
have some better maps. Like when we're talking about team
Yes,
deathmatch,
yes, yes,
Encore has an
Encore.
80% win rate on team deathmatch, while for the side of POEK, they have a 21% win rate on team deathmatch. So, starting first or second really becomes very important, especially
Yes.
going to these grand finals. It's a best of 7, which means that there is at least 2 deathmatch games and
Yes.
potentially 3 as well.
Yes, and Zero, you and I, even adventurers watching at the convenience of their home, we've been watching and spectating a lot of tournaments, and we know that if you get the first match, if you win that, you'll get a better footing, you have the momentum, you have the morale boost. It gives a lot of advantage, and knowing that they will be heading towards a death match, and knowing the stats behind, like what you mentioned, Encore is really good when it comes to deathmatch. Hopefully, POEK will be able to at least adjust going towards the grand finals? Because we have like at least a month of preparation, right?
Yeah, that month of preparation might just make all the stats irrelevant. I mean, it's a lot of time to work on your mistakes, work on your problems within the team, and that we might see just POEK becoming a beast in deathmatch. I mean, they have the lineup for it, they have the players for it. So we'll see. That 1 month of preparation, will that give POEK an edge over ENCORE's best map, or will ENCORE just show them who's boss there?
Well, actually, just an insider info, both of the teams are very confident, not just POEK.
They were so chill.
Yeah, kind of tell them the story. We went backstage, right, Zero? How's the feels in the headquarters of POEK? They're kind of chill, right?
They were chilling, they were confident in their preparation coming to this grand finals, and same with ENCORE, right? They were very confident in what they prepared, and I mean, they have a coach in their team. For those who don't know, they do have a coach. Some of you might know him as Chan. Some of you might know him as Batman. So yes, they have a coach. They have a pretty different setup, different sort of idea, direction coming into this grand finals, the preparation of it, and that gives them a little bit of an edge because right now they have that 11th man.
Yes, that is correct. But now, here is today's matches for the grand final, 1600 UTC plus 7, best of 7 series between Team POEK Nostra against Team ENCORE. Indonesia versus Philippines. Everyone, hype it up, make some noise at the comment section.
Tuan rumahnya nih, kasihan nih.
Versus PRONTERA 6. That's where both of these teams are. It is a best of 7 grand finals, which means we will see at least 4 maps. And let's take a look at the road for both these teams on their road to the grand finals. POEK defeating Knockfire, Pak, as well as Noibo in the top 4. Well, meanwhile, for the side of ENCORE, they defeated some really good teams as well. They defeated Mana, second in their bracket, defeated Troves.
Gila, tapi bracketnya si ENCORE ini ngeri-ngeri ya.
Tier C as well on their road to this grand finals. So both of them have met a lot of resistance going up here. It was anybody's game for both these brackets. So making it all the way up here, they're competing in these 4 maps: Shapeshift, Card Contest, Blood and Gold, and Team Deathmatch.
In which there's a different lineup and classes which are really good when you play.
Kalau ENCORE sih Team Deathmatch ya harusnya ya.
Each of the maps here needs to be played in a certain manner. It has a mechanics wherein we will be talking about later on. But now, here's the good thing.
Yeah, Grand Champion walks home with $500,000. Second place walks home with only 100,000. So the difference is pretty far between both of this. And they also all get good in-game rewards as well. You got the custom title for the winners, the portrait frame, the chat bubble, as well as the join party notification. The last part is my favorite.
Me too. I don't have it. Wow, you flexing on me.
Basic.
Because Eman and his team, whenever he joins the party, it
everybody knows you're in the presence of royalty.
Yes. And not just that, we've been talking about this, Zero. This is the first ever physical reward wherein they will be getting a champion medal that actually transforms.
It's a transformer medal. I mean, you got separate parts that you can wear together or wear separately, which makes it really cool. I mean, you can style it based on your fit of the day, and there's just makes it really interesting, really cool.
If you want to make it a medal, if you want to make it a pendant, it's up to you. And this is a first. Everything here actually is a first in RO history. 1 million USD tier cup, and we're just season 1.
Absolutely. I mean, 500,000 is the number that both these teams want to go home with, right? 100,000 is a big difference, but still, for their work, for their journey so far, I think both these teams, they have a good shot in winning, but it is down to whichever team has the best preparation.
Yes.
Ini udah mulai nih. Ini udah mulai, udah pada naik panggung nih.
Actually, I want to go back with what you mentioned about having 2 teams from different countries with different play styles, with different lineups. So it's really interesting to see them because
tapi line-upnya belum dikasih tahu pakai apa aja nih.
Never. I think it's bracket here.
Yeah, they're
and
both in
bracket
different groups.
here.
One was in group
Oke Mas,
2
hati-hati di jalan.
and group 4, so they
Yes.
were not meeting during the top 96
Fine.
stage.
Yeah, so this it's very interesting. At this point, I don't really know who's gonna win because sometimes we tend to give out predictions, right?
It's
But
so hard.
yeah, even the odds.
The in-game odds towards the end was
Close.
pretty much 50-50 across both sides. So even you guys, the viewers, have no idea who's gonna win. It is pretty much a
True.
split decision. I think it might go to a game 7. Anybody's
Safe to
game
say.
in all of these maps, it comes down to the execution, the strategy they
Yes.
came up with before this, and you know both these teams they came with different directions. You see, ENCORE they come
Yes.
in like a professional esports team. They
Yes.
have a coach. They were boot camping together, preparing for this, and a lot of their players have actual esports experience in other
True.
game titles as well. Well, if you look at POEK, they're more of a grassroots sort of direction. No coach, a lot of discussion amongst the players, preparing for
Yes.
this, sharing their ideas. So we'll see which of these two directions gives us the better results.
Exactly. And knowing that, you know, you might say that they came from the grassroots, but they're also veteran players. However, in this kind of esports tournament, this is really big. And you really need to step it up, like what the ENCORE has been doing, setting up their boot camp, actually simulating how it's going to be like playing in a crowd like this, right?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it's a lot of preparation, a lot of work coming in towards this, and it boils down to one best of 7. 7 games decide
Give
your
us.
past month's work. How much is
Give
it
us.
worth?
Give us 7 games.
I think we're going all 7 games. It is so close between
Close.
both these teams.
Really, really close. And I'm really excited to see having a wizard. I think there's only just one team, but I think we will be showing you guys team introduction.
Yeah, this is POEK from PRONTERA 2. You've got Nuts, Vinduts, Mavis, Minako, Santos, Mavis again, Heram, Orang, Whimsy, and Few. We have 2 Paladins, 2 Priests, 2 Gypsies, a Champion, a Professor, and a High
Anjing,
Wizard.
shift-shiftnya
This is a
100% bro.
High Wizard in the Grand Finals. Mavis used to play the Champion. He was the
Yes.
champion for his team, but now he's playing the High Wizard. And if you look at the
MVP-nya
stats,
100% guys,
100%
brilliant.
win rate on Shapeshift.
Perfect. So that is Team POEK for you. Later on, we will be showing you guys Team
Mirip
ENCORE
Wira.
in just a little bit. But like what you mentioned, going towards the grand finals, you want to give yourself, not just the fans and the
Dia
viewers,
shift-shiftnya
something
kemarin
new.
itu
And that
pakai
is
champion
having
juga kalau nggak salah.
Mavis play High Wizard. We know how competitive Mavis is, and one thing's for sure, they will not be deploying a High Wizard if they know it won't be a good addition to their lineup.
I mean, 1 month of preparation, that's a
Yes.
lot of time in the lab, figuring out, you know, the best composition, what works, what secrets that other people don't know. We were talking to POEK. They
Secrets.
said they had a secret coming
Yes.
into this. So I'm very excited to see how the Wizard will perform. I think we'll see it a lot in Kart. We might see in Deathmatch. We probably won't see it in Blood and Gold and Shapeshift because both of
Yes,
those
yes.
maps, it's better to have a champion there.
Yes, that is correct. But now, let me introduce you guys, Team Philippines ENCORE.
ENCORE-nya nggak ada yang 100% nih, tapi TDM-nya dia gila, guys. Tim deathmatch-nya ENCORE tuh gila sih emang.
BR Yamato, Nasmi, Banoobs DR, Sani, Wiomi BR, and Afi GPDS. And they have an 82% win rate with Team Deathmatch. On the other hand, they only have a 73% win rate for Shapeshift Ops. Not that bad, but comparing to POEK's 100%, well, that's quite scary. But like what you mentioned, since we have a huge gap, a month-long preparation, like what you mentioned,
These might
stats
change.
might be irrelevant or might change actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the win rates and compare to both teams have 2 maps that they are better than their opponents. So Deathmatch goes towards ENCORE, Shapeshift
Gold
goes
and
towards the
Gold-nya
way
jelek
of
ya ENCORE
POEK.
ya.
And highlighting again, we've got Assassin Cross from the side of ENCORE, and they are coached by one of the most historic Assassin Cross players.
Prehistoric.
I mean,
It looked ni Batman.
they've got Batman, one of the most famous Assassin's Cross
Yes.
players from ROO Global,
Yes.
coaching them, and they're bringing in Assassin's Cross. Definitely has an idea, but let's take a look at the highlights on how both these teams made it here to Bangkok for the grand finals.
Oh iya, pakai champion dia.
Defenses of POEK, they already have here 1 kill, and orang-orang also have 2 kills right now. Actus receiving a lot of damage.
Support for the champion, they get confused, and now they will be, left with the other DPS left on the POEK side, killing them one by one.
Able to take that gold, 26 to 12. As if they have a lot of chances to get gold, if they can take down Bindus.
Number
31
points.
Chamnya itu out meta sih, Bang. Sebetulnya. Jadi orang-orang nggak ngira champion bakal bisa dibuat di card kontes kan awalnya. Yang ngebuat metanya itu si POEK-nya. Orang nggak ngira sih itu. Ngeri dia.
There's a lot of number as of this moment, but as you can see, this is the strategy of TRC.
And that's the reason why they have successfully taken down 2 lives.
Nice. Has been proc, 21 miss him again, receiving a lot of damage.
Kalau ENCORE tuh profesornya tuh, waduh, mantep sih.
Stayed by his teammates, let them take it back. 20% health.
Profesor sama Bard-nya dia oke sih.
Going through that stack and going through that storm gust and even had the 3rd kill.
Whoa, let's go!
Both these teams' journey here was not easy. I mean, POEK had to go play through so many game 5s just to make it here to the grand finals, and they definitely deserve to be here. ENCORE was dominating their way all the way towards Bangkok. I mean, they won 3-0 in the semifinals. They won 3-1 in other matches as well. So they have been pretty dominant since the top 32 stage. So here they are getting ready for the first game. It's gonna be team deathmatch, and I wonder the lineup on both sides is
Benar kan? Kalau POEK milih, kalau ENCORE milih pasti TDM guys. TDM-nya dia, wah, snowballingnya gila, Cok.
Team deathmatch lineup, you definitely want to play with a champion if possible, and that's what they're bringing out here.
Yes, a champion and a sword. Yes. Definitely. And also a Pally is also a good addition. Now, the only difference from the qualifiers that they don't have biochemists in this lineup.
Well, both
Or-
teams don't have biochems, so
Yes.
that sort of negates the advantage of
Yeah,
an
at
opponent
least.
if you had a
At least.
biochem. So we can see the mindset of both these teams. They
Uh-huh.
said,
Wah gila.
forget about
Nggak pakai-
survivability.
wah,
We're
gila,
putting
nggak
it
pakai
all
bio, Cok.
in towards damage.
Yes. How about burst damage?
Gila, gila, gila. Nggak ada yang
Burst
pakai
damage
bio,
here are
guys.
just one
Tapi
hit
emang
to
sih kalau
defeat your
sama-sama nggak ada
targets.
bio-nya udah lepas
Wanna
bio
go
aja sih, bener sih.
after the supports. Now, I wonder if this kind of
Championnya ya,
lineup will
guys,
be
ya.
able to
Championnya
take
main
down
lagi,
the
guys.
supports from Encore. Because you want to eliminate the one who resurrects,
Yeah,
right?
I think if
Please,
if
please,
both sides,
championnya,
because
guys.
both sides
Yeah, both
play
sides.
with
Guys.
champion,
Uh-huh.
if
Tapi
they are
PDM
able to
susah sih.
synchronize their damage and targets at the right time, they can bring down both supports at the same time, and that is immediately 2 points because the opponent
Yes.
has no other way to resurrect the rest of the team. So even if they don't, I mean, Asura is almost a secure kill
Gila
every
sih, nggak pakai
single time
bio sih.
on any of the DPS
DPS.
targets. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially the targets they are going for, because we might see some teams focusing on the Paladin. We
Yes.
see some teams more focused on bringing down the supports, or they might just all three chase the champion. Because
Actually.
if you kill the opponent's champion, the opponent has no
Yang
champion
main
to
sama
play with, and we
timnya
see a
Banops.
mirror lineup from both sides. For Encore,
Yes.
Doc, V, Banoops, Nasmi, and
Sama-sama
Jesse
pakai
playing
championnya
in
ya.
this team
Main-main
definitely.
ya.
This is going to be really exciting, fun, intense.
Gila.
Everything is at stake.
Komposisinya sama,
Everything is
guys.
on the line here. Zero very much excited for Team Deathmatch, knowing that this is going to be a mirror match.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the execution in this
Yes.
match. They are running the same exact comp. They have the same
Yes.
exact resources. Which team will be getting this advantage? Which team will be getting a lead in the first game of the best of 7 Tier Cup Grand Finals? We've got POEK
Lama banget ya,
Encore
207 ya.
on this first match.
Dar.
So, going towards here, we can see Venus being targeted.
Anjing, nggak
Orang
mati.
going towards Sanif.
Oh,
Sanif
Venus.
is about to go down. Will be sustained there. We're currently
Tuh,
tied
dia
up,
tuh,
but
dikurung
Orang
gitu, Cok.
has target locked on
Kalau nggak gerak sih
Sanif.
mati ya.
Yeah, the Osiris cut already procced here for
Ooh.
Venus. He is some trouble having to back off. The spell being used, focus
Nasty.
fire.
Mati
Not gonna
satu.
fall. That's gonna be a first
Gila.
kill going towards the way of Encore
Nice.
as they get the first point here. Remember, if the
Ooh,
score
Sunny.
is tied, whoever has the most kills
Yes.
will be winning this. 1-1 right now. They all both traded 1 kill apiece.
Oh,
And
Devo,
it is
Devotion.
still going on right
Nge-Devo
now.
ya dia ya.
That's correct. Maneuvers here going out after Vindits and Harem. They actually need to protect Sanif here on the other end. Nuts is also taking damage. Orang will be
Orang.
taking damage, but Sanif has been dying.
Anjing, championnya si
Two so far, and
Paladinnya
we
si
can see
Banops
the
Devo,
focus on
Cok.
both sides.
Yes.
Encore is focusing on the champion,
Yes.
while POEK is focusing on anyone. Basically, Sanif is the #1
Yes,
target because
Sanif.
they know that there's no more Osiris.
Ooh, Orang,
Doc
Orang.
goes for a kill
Aduh,
again on
Orang mati lagi.
Orang. That's gonna be 3-2 right now.
Yes.
And Orang again gets a return kill onto his Venus.
Sanif.
So it's going to be 3-3.
Yes.
If the score is tied in terms of kills, it's gonna come down to damage.
Yes.
Doc gets another kill
Oh,
onto his Orang. Doc is 4-0 right now. Orang has been their primary target.
Yes.
But we see Orang. Can he get a kill onto his Venus once again?
It's so hard to be Venus at this point.
Dar.
You wanna go
Oh, Asura
around.
strike
You're
misses, and it's gonna
making
be the first kill, the
Anjing.
first score going towards the side of Encore. They did
Gila,
not
Encore ini,
manage
Cok,
to get
memang.
the kill on towards Venus
Gila,
in the
Cok,
end.
mainnya.
They resurrected the pet,
Yes.
which ensures that the Asura damage goes towards the pet.
pet.
That was very well played there, coming from the side of Encore, securing the deathmatch.
Wow, I mean, it was so intense back and forth.
Itu map
It was
andalanya
really
Encore ya, guys,
hot.
ya.
I wasn't able to actually keep up with the time because when I see someone already won and that was Encore, talk us more about what happened in that crucial moment when they revived the pet.
I mean, the game started as we expected. Both of these teams have a target in mind already. And we see that they always just go for the same target because one, you have to proc the Osiris card first. That's what both teams did. Once they focused out, they get to their focus. We see Doc focusing on the champion. Orang will have a tough time because he will always be on the back foot. His Asura Strike will always be at a later cooldown because he's the one that died first.
And he also needs to rebuff.
Yeah, exactly. So when that happens, ENCORE naturally has an advantage focusing down the champion, and we did see the scoreline very close towards the end, and they almost tied it up. But at the last kill, the last potential kill, what happened was Venus resurrected her his Child of Earth or King Tiki. And that soaked up the damage from the Asura, ensuring he survives. And that gets them the first point in this best of 7.
Wow, the micro skills are on. I cannot even do that at a very crucial moment. Like resurrecting or reviving your
10 seconds
pet.
left remaining. There's so many things you have to think about. You're being chased. You have an Asura coming towards you with the presence of mind to saying, hey, chill out, guys. I have a pet.
Yes. Only goes to show how they really play on esports tournament. The experience is there. I mean, both of the teams are really good. They're playing their A games at this point, but the micro skills are super on. Who would have thought that the pet would be getting all the damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, and this is why like this tier cup is so exciting because all of these teams, all of these players, they have the same exact resources. They have the same amount of time to prepare for this tournament, but when it comes down to clutch moments like that, the smallest of plays can make the difference. And that one kill, that one moment where they decided to rest the pet in time, that created the opening for ENCORE to game number 1.
I mean, I think Saniv has been really used to being the target because even in the qualifiers, it has always been Saniv was being targeted. And I think the main role of Saniv was being the bait.
I mean, he knew that he was going to be targeted and he doesn't care because he knows that he just needs to die one less time than their opponent, and the final 10 seconds perfectly executed there from ENCORE, getting them the first win without needing to go to damage. That gives them an advantage because, again, Team Deathmatch has been historically their best map, and it is very important for them to win on their best map.
Wow, that was so intense. I was on the edge of my seat. And I wasn't really able to see that it has been
2 minutes is very short, and we miss out the time
There's
so
a lot
quickly
of things
because there's so many
on.
things happening.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that ENCORE has read the movements of Orang or POEK, that they knew that Orang will be targeting Saniv, but also the Paladin is also going out there, closing the gap and reaching, but you can see Nasmi also supporting Saniv. Everyone's really doing their part here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but the game plan as well, the presence of mind to say, hey,
I cannot.
If we go for their champion can't go for our DPS or anyone. So you see the different mindsets on both teams. For the side of POEK, they immediately target Saniv. But for the side of ENCORE, they immediately target Orang.
The burst.
Yes,
DPS.
exactly. Like Venus was the first one to die.
Yes, you
but
mentioned that Osiris already been proc.
Osiris proc very early, but then being able to kill the opponent's champion gives you a lot of time to play around because one, he needs to be rezzed, he needs to rebuff as well. We have 2 minutes, so every second counts, and that was really well played there by ENCORE, getting the first map.
Wow. And Zero, that's just game number 1. This is a best of 7 series, and next up, we don't have an idea with the map, but I certainly think that we kind of know.
Jangan TDM lah mapnya, guys. Kasih POEK pilih satu, guys.
Shape Ops?
No,
no.
Coin, I think.
Coin, Blood and Gold.
Yeah, Blood and Gold. No, Card was their second best map. I mean, after Deathmatch, Card was their second best map. Their worst map was Blood and Gold, if I remember correctly.
And you don't want to give Shape Ops to your opponent, of course.
POEK has 100% win rate on Shape Ops. So that
is
the one map that they don't want to play no matter what.
Okay.
No matter what, I think because 100% win rate is
It's no joke.
I mean, to win every single map
Gila sih.
in one tournament, it means that
Solid.
you know
Tapi
the map like the
TDM-nya
back of your
si
hand.
Encore itu
Well, Sleepy, you can play
80%
that
plus
even
guys.
ice
Gila
mode.
loh.
Basically, but yeah, that's just game number 1, and I believe going towards game number 2, the teams here will now be having a little bit of adjustment, because like what you mentioned, if this is a best of 7, for sure we'll be able to witness another deathmatch for game number 4.
Yep, game number 4 for sure is gonna be deathmatch. And
Coba
if we
kalian
go
lihat
to
abis match
game number
ini
7,
di
that's gonna be
TP
a
kan
deathmatch. Let's
banyak
take
yang
a
lepas
look
bio
at What
guys.
happened in game number 1? MVP going towards the way of Doc. 4 kills on his champion, 2.1 million damage. That's basically 4
Wow.
Asuras, 5 Asuras worth of damage, and it is really crucial that you know he has been getting to his target every
Yes.
single time.
Successfully. It connects successfully. Doc's Asura strike. He knows his target, and
Yeah.
it goes to show the differences when it comes to picking your target. Will it be the DPS or will it be the sword of the opponent or the easy target of the opponent? Now, later on, that's just MVP. Later on, we will be showing you guys, I think, stats or highlights later on. So I want to see again the replay of what Sanif did there, because it was really split second, 10 seconds decision.
Yep, and you know, some people say that, oh, champion is easy to play, you know, I just click Azura, someone dies. No.
I watched you playing champion, right? I watched
Nggak gampang,
you
guys.
streaming and playing champion. Do tell us more about that.
Yeah, but especially in deathmatch, when there's only 2 minutes, every
Yes.
second that you don't use your Asura, when it's off cooldown, is an opening to give your opponent to take the lead. So it's very difficult, especially if you're being chased around, if the target is constantly moving, for you to lock onto your target and get the Asura every single time. So I think the MVP was very well deserved there for
Yes,
Doc.
yes.
I mean, those 4 kills definitely very crucial.
Championnya
And
udah kayak
the
aku aja ya.
timing of them is very, very important.
Tunggu.
Because if he's
Hah?
able to
Ngeri ya kayak aku ya
minimize the
championnya.
downtime of the Asuras,
Yes.
it means that he gets more Asuras every single game. But here, let's check out the highlights for game number 1. And let's
Champion
spot
Caca
the
lagi.
plays that Venus did.
Champion rusak.
That was the highlights. I mean, I actually didn't notice that they didn't manage to res one person in time from the side of POEK. So even if they got the Asura in time, it was still 14 to 15 towards the end. And you know that even if Sanif failed to make a
Yes.
play, they would have still won
Yes.
regardless. But that was still a very heads-up play coming from Sanif. And you know, game number 1 in that fashion really goes to show why Team Deathmatch is the best map there for ENCORE.
Yes, exactly. And probably
Kalau
going
nggak ada
towards
bio
another
sama-sama ngelepas
deathmatch, I
bio,
believe
gila sih.
POEK will be having a little bit, not a little bit, major
Ini enggak Jo.
adjustments
Memang
when it comes to
sama-sama ngelepas
targeting
bio.
and prioritizing
Kayak
their
bio di
kills. You
TDM
mentioned
cuman
that,
untuk
to be
steady
fair,
doang rugi.
actually, there's a lot of pressure being given by ENCORE during the deathmatch. So if you are the one
Iya.
responsible for resurrecting your teammates,
Iya,
it's
tapi
actually
POEK
really hard,
100%,
especially playing
Bek.
this kind of
Iya,
tournament.
MVP-nya
Yeah,
POEK
so
100%
I
win
wasn't
rate.
able to actually have a look at that. So for the viewers, if you wanna watch it once again, you can just replay this live stream. And talking about live stream, we are inviting you guys to share the live stream because we're not yet done.
Lawannya
That's
POEK itu yang
just
assassin,
game number 1 of
assassin.
the best of 7 series here.
Yeah, and speaking of this best of 7, there's a rule that some of the viewers might not know, which is each player can only show up
Yes,
3 times.
deployment counts.
Yes, so if we see the champion being played in the next 2 games,
Yes.
that means they won't have a champion for game number 4. So that is very important. That is a very important thing to
Yes.
strategize your entire composition and lineup around, because if you're running only 1 champion, it means that it might reach a time where you don't have a champion, and champions are so good in a lot of these maps.
Yes. Like you mentioned, champions are good when it comes to, of course, that match. What else? Also Shapeshift Ops. You
Shapeshift,
wanna take down
Blood and Gold, they're pretty good in it, and even in cart, I mean, just
Sunefnya di
everybody
Devo sama
and then
Banopsnya,
just
Cok.
using the champion for your kills is a
Di Asura
strategy
nggak
that
mati.
POEK has ran on the top 4 and on the top 8 as well. So that is definitely something that they are not a stranger
Bisa
to. They're not
di-dispel.
foreign with, and you know, if POEK decides to go that
Bisa
route,
aja, tapi
they might
dispelnya
have
kan
an ace up
ada
their
delaynya
sleeve.
juga itu.
But, you know, for
Dia bingung
ENCORE,
dispel
with
Paladinnya,
their 1-0
pan
lead
dispel
right now, they are
championnya.
in the driver's seat.
That is correct. Like what we're talking about, you want to have a really good footing here, but looking at how chill POEK is, I think they're gonna go towards game number 2 with a really confident strategy or lineup.
Bang, dukung siapa, Bang? Aku dukung Relax.
We're the ones who won the map, choosing
1-0
the map for
BO7.
game number 2. So could be tricky for POEK here, but
Ini sama-sama
we're
gila sih
seeing
ini,
hard
Rin.
contest. Is this already locked in?
This should
Main RO apa sekarang? Ini main ROOC. Ini lagi grand final nih.
It is ENCORE's
Lagi NOBAR grand final, Bang.
ENCORE will be the one locking in the map. We are yet to see
Yamato iki lho, jangan main Yamato iki.
Historically, card contest
Wis,
has
rusak
been
Yamato.
POEK's better maps. So if they are playing in towards POEK, who has a high wizard, probably planned for this specific map.
Gak tahu itu cewek beneran apa?
Between
Cowok kayak cewek itu.
Frost, Priest, as well as
Ah.
Davis on the high wizard.
Yes. I think that's the secret that we wanna unveil because Mavis and his team keep on saying secret, right?
Chat apa?
But if this
we have
going to
it
be
locked
card,
Oh, belum lihat,
yeah,
belum lihat.
it is. First appearance of Frost.
Oh, aku
here.
belum lihat
Second
chatnya tuh.
team from ENCORE, we have Josh, Frost, Yamato, Afi, and Yomi. Team number 2 going towards game
Oh, ini
number 2
assassin,
for
Bek.
card
Ada
contest.
assassinnya.
And later on we'll be showing
Iya.
you guys POEK's lineup.
Pontes
They
main
have
assassin
a
ya?
chance to actually counter this, but since we already know their
Tapi belum tentu diturunin
jab
dia tapi.
classes could be deploying a high wizard.
ROOC bukan RO global ya, beda ya.
Running a champion, they will not play a champion of.
Iya, tapi kalau
Yes.
GT
You
And they
wanna-
can
nggak mungkin sih ya
match
kalau
up
GT ya,
with-
nggak mungkin
you
ya.
you can save him for the next
Yes.
upcoming death match, which is going to be very important
Auto
to,
attack.
to ensure they don't lose out in this game. So
Correct,
now
correct.
ENCORE picking up their assassin in this map. They were talking about how their assassin is their secret weapon,
Yes.
and let's see how is it going to go up
You had a
against the secret
little-
weapon of POEK, which is the High Wizard.
Yeah, you had a little chit chat with Chan.
Oh, itu Reki tuh.
Can you share
Ada
it
Reki,
with
Reki.
the viewers?
Yeah, I was talking to Chan Chan, which is the coach for the side of ENCORE, and we know the build. We know the build that the assassin will be going for, which is
apa itu
they're
tadi?
most likely going for the
Apa
double
itu ya?
dagger.
Udah nggak main RO
poison
klasik, ini
build.
RO
That's
klasik,
next.
Mas.
That is one of the highest
Oh,
burst
RO
damage,
RO PC.
builds you can go
RO PC
for
nggak
that
main.
actually kills
Ini lagi
support.
seru di
Especially
ROOC.
in this kind of map, you
RO mobile tapi
map,
F2P
if you
friendly
die
ya,
a
bisa
lot,
dibilang
as
ya.
long as you can also kill a lot, right?
Yep. So it is very, very
Ini lagi ini NOBAR grand finalnya
know how to play against
merebutkan
the assassin,
$1 juta,
because I actually
juara
played
satunya
against double dagger
$500.000.
assassin in this exact
What's your
exact
job
map.
class?
I was our team was playing like
Wizard
Professor,
itu loh, pakai wizard ya,
Biochem
meta
and,
apa lagi?
Paladin,
Oh, Pali.
right? And there is a strategy to play
Iya
against
kan,
the Synex
ganti wizard
in
Mas.
this specific map. So what you want to do? What they are abusing here for ENCORE is the 3-second
Belum sih harusnya,
vulnerability
harusnya
on
belum.
the assassin.
Yes.
So what you want to do is focus the assassin, but the moment he dies, you kite him for 3 seconds until he loses his invulnerability, and that's when
You're
you're
correct.
able
Keluar assassinnya,
to
Bek.
get another kill. Keep
Main
farming
dia.
the kill on the assassin is how you win this game, and let's see if POEK is able to
Card
spot out
contest
the
assassin
weakness
sih,
in
gila
this
sih.
lineup
Mavisnya
for
wizard.
ENCORE, or will they face this best of 7
Let's go!
down 2-0 as we are going to head into ENCORE's map choice. This is card contest, and they are unveiling the assassin.
Loh, meskipun patch yang lama
Again,
AA-nya juga
the
gila
secret
juga.
weapon of POEK
Buat
here,
nge-burst cepat.
Mavis is high wizard. But you know what the question here is, don't you think Chanshan already thought of that ahead of time? Let's find out here in game number 2 of the best of 7 series here. Will POEK be able to actually tie up the series? Let's find out, dear friends.
Both sides do not have a biocam, so not a lot of us sustain from both sides. It's gonna be damage galore. Let's see how Frizz is able to perform on the assassin, or will Mavis be the secret weapon for force this into a tie game? We head towards the middle, and let's see the start. Lightning bolt there by Josh. Good freeze from the summon of the Sohi. Mavis, he's being focused. This is one of the weaknesses for the wizard. Whimsy is gonna be focused down here. I see what they're doing here with Mavis. He's actually gonna be just a support to set up the damage for Whimsy. Whimsy's the main damage dealer here.
And with that, Frost was eliminated, right? Frost was eliminated.
Yeah, really easy to burst down. The wizard few gets a kill on towards Yamato and not Frost again. Focus firing the assassin is probably the easiest thing to do in this map. Right now, the score-wise, it is 3-3 right now. Still tied up in score. Whimsy
almost
dropping down very low. He's in some trouble. He's being chased down there by Josh as well. And the assassin, but the spot healing Mavis is gonna fall. Yamato will be the one to get the kill. And it's gonna be 5-3 right now. ENCORE taking the lead in game number 2.
They are getting, you know, the gist of it. They already know Mavis Whimsy combo, and you just have to either take the Whimsy or Mavis at this point. Frost, he's on.
Mavisnya dia di
But
farming.
is also helping with the damage here. The Paladin is also focus firing on Frost. And you mentioned this a while ago. If your opponent's playing an assassin, just
mati-mati.
Exactly, that's what they're doing right now. You see Frost dropping again, 5-7 right now. 5 kills.
Di LP wis diem sih Wizardnya sih.
Mavis not really performing. Mavis already died 7 times here. 12 right now. That's the current score. POEK is very far behind at the moment.
That is correct. This is not looking good for POEK as Whimsy and Mavis dying one after
tadi
another
tak bilang
here.
Devo. Dari match awal Devo dia.
Also helping Frost here with the kills.
Yeah, 4 kills
Yamato
on
sih
Josh.
dia.
Yamato 9 on Frost. That is a lot of kills on the assassin. He has died 9 times as well, but he's gotten 10 kills for he's gotten a kill for every one of his deaths, and he is not stopping at the moment. 16-9 right now. Yamato gets a kill again. Another kill on towards Mavis. Mavis is not having a good time. 12 deaths on towards Mavis.
Sorry about that. 12, that's like what you mentioned. Mavis not having a good time here. Josh focused his dispel here with either Mavis or Whimsy tried to hold on his sliver of health, but look at Josh here. Just going in and out of this Mavis Whimsy duo.
Yep, Josh dropping down very low, but he gets spot healed back up. It is still 11-20 right now. It is just so much damage being coming out here from Frost. I'm sure we're talking about every time he kills a person, he dies. But every time he kills a person, he's taking out one crucial DPS from the opponent's side, and that gives you a lot of breathing room here. We see a few getting 10 kills already. Nobody's really dealing with few. Few's only one chasing down Frost right now, but it is still too much for him to handle. Mavis needs to carry his load.
Gila, begitu nempel langsung mati red card nih.
0-14 right now, not a good sign.
Not a good sign here. Whimsy too. This is not looking good. 2 more minutes. We have a lot of time on the clock here. But what we're talking about here is a 15
Belum. Ini patch lama Mas Yan. Nggak mungkin di patch
the crucial part of your lineup, which is either Mavis or Whimsy.
Nggak mungkin di patch di tengah-tengah final ini.
Focus down Mavis. Kill him every time he can. That's where 15 kills from Frost comes from. 15 kills on towards Mavis alone. Few has been really focused firing down Frost, but it might be too little too late here. 23-18 right now. The score difference is closing in. There might be a chance here for POEK.
23. Only 3
Kalau udah jalan gini bisa ganti job nggak sih? Kalau nextnya?
Mavis throwing Storm Gus and the Magic Crusher you're talking to me about the Magic Crasher build,
Aduh,
right?
Mavisnya
Yeah,
sayang
Magic
ya,
Crasher
Wizard
sets up a huge storm gust if you're using Mighty Staff, which is definitely what he's using here in this build.
But he has not killed anyone.
It is very tough for storm gust to finish off anyone, especially on the same level. You have to come down to a bit of luck. The setup is pretty difficult as well, so that's why it's not really performing well. It's not one of the easiest things
Witchosnya free hit.
in a live match. So right now, as you take a look at the score, 25 to 21 right now, 4-point differential, but 1 minute left on the clock. Can POEK pull a rabbit out of the hat? Because unless they get more kills going their way, they're gonna be in a tough spot. Mavis falling once again. Frost gets a kill. Again on towards.
Oh, ini lari, sini lari, takut di farming.
Once again being fooled here, going up against Wincy or Mavis. Frost
30 seconds.
going down though, and we're gonna switching our views here with Josh. 20 seconds on the cloud. What's gonna be the Hail Mary here for POEK? Chris looking for a target, but he's being targeted here now.
27 to 23,
of lives gonna go
27
down.
24. Can they get enough kills in time? Mavis is gonna fall, so that means it might be too far here for POEK to catch up with only 7. Oh, the card moved, but it was not enough for POEK to score the point. That means ENCORE will be getting game number 2.
Once again, what a tight spot there. Here are your winners for game number 2. Once again, if you just tuned in, this is just game number 2 of the best of 7 series. Everyone's still composed. But let's talk about what happened there. Mavis is really having a hard time. At one point, we thought that Mavis will be the main damage dealer, but it turned out to be FEU, few.
Indopret. Aduh guys.
Being put on towards Mavis. I mean, Frost has just been chasing down Mavis every single time. Josh as well, and the Paladin as well has really just been focusing down on Mavis, and that's one of the strategies in this map. Look for the weak link and keep pushing it until it breaks. And Mavis dying 19, 20 times, that was really rough for him. Not a spot you want to be, especially if you're a high wizard, which has to stay static when you want to cast skills. And if you're being chased by a assassin, you're being chased by a paladin, you're being chased down by a professor, it's not easy to set up your storm gust.
Udah dari 8 besar cuy, ada yang pakai itu cuy. 8 besar itu musuhnya POEK pakai itu.
Or vital part of your lineup here at card contest, you wanna be sustained, but you also wanna keep your main damage dealer alive so that they can also take down someone from the opposing team. And what happened there is that even
yang tadi bisa, line up yang tadi bisa.
Dying, he is
10 orangnya bisa dilihat
when
tadi.
it comes to killing important players from POEK.
Nggak ada Bio, nggak ada Doram.
Secret on both sides, right? The secret assassin versus the high wizard.
Now we can share the
now
secret.
we know that the assassin beats the wizard every single time.
Yes, focus fire on the wizard. On the other hand, I was thinking if Mavis is just acting as a decoy or a bait, and then eventually it's just the Sork who will be the main damage dealer. However, the Sork is also having a hard time taking down anyone from ENCORE. It's FEU who actually take.
Tapi kalau TDM Bio digulung kayak ENCORE tadi juga bingung juga loh.
But I think his main
match satunya itu ENCORE mainnya semua bowling gitu di TDM.
That was locking down your secret weapon. So if you're letting your secret weapon being chased down like that, you have to adjust. You have to you need Whimsy as well as Few to focus down the assassin and really kite him during his invulnerability time, during when he's rest. So very well played there, I would say, from ENCORE. With the assassin, we were talking about the double dagger assassin, how much burst damage you can bring out, because for the viewers who don't know, the secret behind the double dagger assassin is that it can stack poisons. Each stack of poison will reduce 25% for your physical defense. So if you stack up twice, which is very easy.
Yang nggak ada itu cuma di Figrid tuh.
You can even stack it up 3 times, which is 75% PDEF reduction. You can burst down anybody very, very quickly.
I mean, to be fair, for POEK, they are also successful when it comes to killing or taking down or shutting down Frost, right?
Yep.
We're seeing him running about the map, but whenever he's down, Josh steps in. Josh takes damage and kills as well, right? And also the Paladin.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if they have to use 2 players, which is Whimsy and
Whimsy.
Few, to deal with 1 assassin, that means that the other 2
More
DPS
resources?
is gonna be free. They
Yes.
can do whatever they want. They can focus fire down the same target and just let Frost do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, so that
Emang
is
iya,
the
nggak boleh pakai
secret
PU, guys?
revealed here at TYR Cup. Both of the teams going here to the grand finals with 2 different lineups, 2 different strategies, 2 different secret weapons. However, during that game number 1, it has been revealed that the Assassin next is a perfect fit for that kind of map, which is the card contest. Now I'm thinking we are about to go towards game number 3. One more step towards a best of 7, right? What's the mindset of, what could be the mindset here? What could be a good adjustment for POEK? Especially we don't know the next map.
I think for POEK, you just shake off the first 2 games.
Yes.
The next map you have control over. You know that is your map choice.
Yes.
So that is where
Advantage.
you make your statement. That is where you have your advantage. So 100% win rate on
Shapeshift up.
and Shapeshift. That's probably what they want to bring up. They're definitely going to be playing with the assassin, the champion. But let's see the MVP for this game is going to be Frost. 19 kills. I think he died about 21 times.
Yes,
But
yes.
19 kills on their secret weapon, the double dagger assassin, making a debut here in the grand finals of the TYR Cup.
Wow, once again, I believe that the viewers, especially the pub dimension drill players like me, will definitely take into consideration once again having an Assassin X, because I think there was a time wherein they kind of just, not choose playing Assassin X just because everyone has Maya Purple, right? So this could be a good sign for our Assassin X enthusiasts.
Yeah, I mean, Double Dagger Sinex is very squishy. It is a very cheesy sort of.
Cheesy.
Yeah, you use it to cheese your opponents because most people don't play. Most people's strategy in Dimensional Drill is to survive better than your opponents. But
long game.
You can say that I don't care about survivability if I can kill you faster.
That is correct. As long as you can kill a lot. But anyway, here is the stats. Please analyze this.
I mean, if you look at the kill amount there from Frost, 19 kills. He deals the most damage in his team. But if you compare it to POEK, POEK has been doing more damage. I mean, overall, they've been doing more damage. But the burst potential from Frost is so high that you cannot out-heal it. That's where the kills are coming from here from Frost. We see Mavis, 12.4 M damage. A lot of damage, but he's not getting any kills. He's not bursting people down quick enough.
That is correct. So thank you for explaining that to us. Because looking at the damage, it's quite actually similar. It's really close, but it's the burst potential.
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
Like, if you see Yamato, only 8.5 mil damage, Josh, 9 million damage compared to Few, Whimsy, Mavis.
Yes.
Few and Whimsy and Mavis is dealing more damage than ENCORE, but because of the burst potential, if you look at ENCORE's entire lineup, it's all single target
Ikut
damage.
champion lah
You
enak,
got
ikut mau
sacrifice
mavisi.
from the Paladin, you got bolts from Josh, and you got the auto attacks, as well as red cut coming from Frost. Fully single target focus damage is going to be more efficient if you're focusing on the same target.
And thinking about this and using this kind of lineup in other maps, what could be the feasibility
rules-nya
of
1
using
meter
this
ba, Jo? Baru
lineup?
kehitung, Jo?
We might find out later on, but let's go
Oh,
back to our
iya,
thoughts. Going towards game number 3,
Opo, Govi?
this is really crucial for
1 meter tuh sampai mana, Jo?
And you mentioned if you're gonna play for POEK, you wanna play on your best map. And now it makes me remember their match against Noibuk, because POEK, let's not forget that they're good when it comes to playing.
Sampai bawah ya? 1 meter tuh sampai bawah ya?
Good when it comes to
Oh,
reverse.
absolutely.
Oh, nggak sampai bawah.
So, hold on still tight and cheer
Mana
on still
batasnya
to
Gobi?
POEK
Apa?
and also to ENCORE because it's not yet the end. It's just game number 2 of best of 7 series.
Yeah, but I think definitely they start feeling the pressure. But let's talk about it later and check out the highlights for game number 2.
Enggak lah, tadi kan nggak ada Yamato encore-nya. Nggak jelas Yamato. Yang bisa di farming, Jo. Itu loh, nge-burst wedges nggak mati. Tiga orang lah hit wedges itu tadi.
They managed to pull it back towards the end, but too little, too late. The
Aduh.
adjustments did not come in time for them to, make up for the
Di Medan.
They're heading in towards game number 3 here. The map choice is gonna be on the side of POEK. Their best map historically has been
Kambing rek, cai rek,
I
makan daging
wonder
rek.
if they're gonna pull that out because I think, ENCORE is expecting Shapeshift.
Of course. What's good with the ENCORE is they're thinking ahead. They're always one step advance. So hopefully POEK would also be doing the same. Again, going back to the thought that POEK's really good when it comes to playing under pressure. They've shown that during the semi-finals against Noibo. And, it's not impossible to have a reverse sweep, actually. At this point, it's just a matter of, whoever
Wis kelihatan ya, kambing ya, tak hitungi ya.
misplays, probably.
Yep, it's always down to the smallest of things, the smallest
Yes.
of
Catat
plays,
yang Bing ya,
smallest of
Jan Bing.
plays actually. And it will happen a lot, especially if you're playing in Shapeshift. There's an element of RNG on the map, knowing
super
where
random.
the Shapeshift orbs will be spawning. So the most important thing in Shapeshift Ops is not actually killing your opponent, but actually getting better map control, because whichever team has better map control will be getting more MVPs,
Yes.
and more MVPs will set you up for more kills.
Exactly. Like what you mentioned, more of the RNG, and I'm very unlucky when it comes to Shapeshift Ops because, the orbs or the Shapeshift orbs tend to randomly just spawn on the map. And what you mentioned, they need to have a good control of the map, meaning to say, when the orb about to respond, they need to be scattered well in the map. But what could be the implication of that if you scattered away from your teammates?
It's still too
Alah, orang udah kelar diajak. Alah, guys,
random amount of
mambai.
orbs will be spawning. And if you get the good MVPs, the best MVPs, of course, you have your Stormy Knight, the best MVP, and then you have
BK?
Garm. Garm is like the second, and then
I love Garm.
Bloody Knight is kind of the third, and the worst is the Dark Illusion. So that's another layer of RNG. Even if you get the orb, if you get Dark Illusion, that feels pretty bad. So map control is very important. Knowing who to take the orbs is very important as well, because I think both of these teams
Kemarin bilang gini, Ares damage-nya kurang gitu, udah tak heal tapi kurang gitu. Parah ya.
Pally and Prof can set up kills for your MVPs if you get any, with Gloria Domini being able to slow down your opponents, Spiderweb, Dispel, all great setups for kills. So it's not just RNG, but also a lot of different strategies and how
Padahal TYR tuh gampang banget loh gitu.
makes a team good in Shapeshift Ops.
Especially how you cycle those skills that you mentioned. How you layer those skills?
Exactly.
Like for me, I'm not a competitive player. I just keep on mashing the buttons. But these players are very critical when it comes to layering those skills. And it's going to go down to teamwork, of course. They're not just playing individually here. They're layering their skills. And, of course, the call out, who do you want to FF? Like what you mentioned about champions being probably or 100% being deployed for this map, Well, do you think will there be a chance to actually use High Wizard in this map?
No.
No.
This is High Wizard's worst ever map. We will never see
next
High
wave, yeah.
Wizard here because one, nobody is staying around being static. Everybody's running around. Sure, High Wizard provides you a little bit of map control, but when everybody is just running across separately,
So
High
hard
Wizard
to
is
target.
very low priority. It's very bad in this map that you really don't want to play with a High Wizard in this map.
All right.
We might see ENCORE throw a curveball, you know. They can play with the assassin here and keep their champion for 2 other maps.
For
Which means that
deathmatch.
they will have it for the deathmatch and they will have it for the map after deathmatch if they want to. So since this is POEK's map choice, they have to go for the champion, right? Unless now the thinking process is POEK knows that because they have to pick the map, and if they pick Shapeshift, they know that the opponent has a chance to play with the assassin. And there's no way POEK plays with the wizard here. So we might see POEK just say,
Tuan rumahnya malah nggak menang ya.
Shapeshift, we're gonna play maybe card again
Or
maybe Goblin.
Tujuh.
Play these 2 maps and ensure that the champion's deployment count is used
for that
evenly.
match.
Exactly.
Correct. And at this point, ENCORE, even if they lose, I'm not jinxing it. Even if they lose game number 3, they have points advantage. I mean, it matters, but comparing to POEK's predicament at this point, they can still have a really big margin for errors. But I'm not saying that they can leisurely do misplays and errors, but those are the things that you want to consider going towards game number 3. I like the mind games that you've laid here, Zero. You mentioned that since they are being forced to actually pick their best map with their best lineup, which is the champ, they will be, leaving with or going towards team deathmatch with less deployment count on their champ. So what can they do with
Untuk ngasih rewardnya habis
It's
budgetnya.
really tough here for POEK. There's one thing you can do is just deal with it when it comes.
Katanya sih
You
hampir
just play
sama
your
ya.
best map, hope for the win.
Yeah.
Hopefully you come out with something else along the way, or you try to outplay your opponent, knowing that hey, this is what is on their
Juara
mind.
satu 500.000.
This is how they can outplay us.
500.
So maybe they can think of something else that can
500.000
outplay
USD.
the outplay. So
Ya, juara duanya yang
multiple
100.000.
layers of this, that both of these teams can go for, and it's gonna be very
9M.
interesting to see what will be the final decision. Because if we go for
Iya, 9M bagus 10.
if we go for Shapeshift, I already know the results here, and that's why POEK not gonna go for Shapeshift. They know the odds of them winning this entire series is very low if they go for Shapeshift. So they opt to go for Blood and Gold, forcing the opponent to play with a champion here.
Just so they can have an equal deployment count for their champion. But wow, Zero! I really love your mind games. You've read them like a book. You already told us what's gonna happen. You're from the future, right?
Yes, I can see 12 seconds into the future. So
was that clairvoyance? Clairvoyance?
I think it was from The Boys. I don't remember exactly where, but here POEK looks like they are locking in Blood and Gold, forcing the deployment count for the champions to be equal, which means that now there's no strategical or composition based advantage for their opponents. They are at least playing on an equal level there.
Yes, and what I really love about Blood and Gold, regardless if whoever has golds at the beginning, you
is the ending.
Wah,
it's
Blood and Gold.
the ending that matters.
Win
Who has
rate
more
paling
gold
kecilnya
points at the
ENCORE nih.
end. This is good. This is so good for POEK.
This is what POEK is looking to do, right?
Yes.
Making sure that
Bisa seasonnya abusnya cuma sekali.
their champion matches their opponents.
Kalau dari
so that they're never
tulisannya
caught
ya.
out in a bad map without a champion. So here, if POEK runs a champion, it means that the opponent has to play a champion as well.
Yes.
One, because champion is good in this
Benar,
map,
Govi.
right? Because being able to Asura anyone, getting their coins is very
Benar.
important. And POEK is forcing them to play Doc
use.
in this map, and that gives them even if it doesn't give them an advantage, they are not playing at a disadvantage.
That is correct. Or probably baiting them for a reverse sweep.
It's hard to say. I mean,
It's hard
down
to say.
2-0 right now for POEK. They have some ways.
Ya mending ini
Their
Codan masuk
secret
encore.
weapon is not weaponing
Yeah.
right now, so it is, they have to sort of
Kena
adjust
Vin.
as best they can without forcing a change of class.
That is correct. That is correct. They are indeed in a predicament, but now dogs, like what you mentioned, will be forced to be chosen. Team number 1 here for Encore will be the ones battling up against POEK. But surely enough, though they will be having an equal amount of deployment counts with the champion, we know how scary
Sunef,
this
Sunef.
lineup is. But at the same
Venus,
time,
Venus,
we know
Venus, yeah.
how close these two lineups can play with deathmatch, but now they will be using it at blood and gold, and it's just a matter of who gets more gold coins at the end. It doesn't matter who dies so much or kills so much, as long as you can kill the gold bearer.
Yep, so there's a few strategies that you can
Tell
play.
Tapi kalau dari
but-
statementnya sih,
Because I always-
bugnya
I'm
itu
always the one
diaksesnya itu
tasked
dari
to
tanggal 1
collect all the
Juli.
coins.
Yeah, that's the problem. If all the coins
Setelah
are put into one
setelah
basket,
96
it means
besar.
that a few Asuras and you lose your coins. So
Jadi sebelum 96 besar
spread it
itu
out.
nggak
You wanna
ada
spread
bug
out
itu.
all the coins between 4 or 5 players and try and keep everybody alive as much as
Placementnya
possible.
dia.
If you have 16 coins on your priest and he gets a surah,
Yes.
Muhammad Yagovi ya.
every
And it's
death,
not impossible.
yep, you lose half the coins every time you die. So
Yes,
if you have 16 coins on your priest, he gets a
Loh,
surah,
gitu
he
dah.
loses 8 coins. That's 8 coins going to your opponents. Now there's a few ways to counterplay this. One is by always making sure you know where the champion is
It's going.
and just preparing to loot the coins the moment whoever his target is dies. So that sort of nullifies the effect of the champion a bit. But let's just wait and see as we head into game number 3 here. POEK 0-2 right now. Can they make a comeback in game number 3? It is
Play
blood and
Thankyou.
gold. It
Padahal
is
sih.
their map choice. It is their best
Wah,
chance
Cuk,
to
play
equalize
Thankyou.
things.
And talking about that, they're now leading with
Gak
4
pilih.
points to 1. But
Iya.
again, we're talking about whoever has
Gak
the
pilih, di
gold
first play
coin
dead.
at the end of it.
Gak di first sih.
Sunil
Kena
again
damage
being the
banyak, play
target,
dead dia.
Orang as well. Will this be a repeat performance? But Banoobs will also
Iya
be
kayaknya.
going down,
Gak tahu juga ya
not
apa
taking
efeknya.
damage. No, I think the Pallies are doing their job, targeting whoever has the coins.
I think the most important thing in this early game
Uh-huh.
stage is to trigger everyone's Osiris.
ya,
You have to make sure
Oh.
nobody has Osiris when you go towards the end
Oh,
game.
di Asura,
That is
di
what
Asura,
Doc
ya.
should be doing. He should be changing his targets, proccing everybody's Osiris to make sure later he just needs a single Asura to get the kill. Haram is gonna fall 6-4 right now. Encore is the one
Yes.
leading in terms of the
Oh iya, supernya ya tapi ya.
Yeah, like what you said, it doesn't matter.
The early
here.
game doesn't matter.
Yes.
It's the end game that matters. And all these early kills
Asura mati, Bek.
isn't going to matter much if you cannot trigger all these Osiris.
That is correct. Get C here, being the target
Kena petnya.
again. I hate this map.
Ya,
just
kena
because
petnya.
of the
Si
gypsy and
Wickets-nya
I'm
di
the one
Asura kena
tasked to
petnya
get
tuh.
them,
Petnya
but
ada babi
for
tadi.
sure Getsy will be the target here all throughout. If you're POEK, you want to make sure that the supports won't be able to get gold coins. And if you're on core, you have to make sure that the deep or orang will be checked as well.
3-7 right now. Another round of gold coins is about to
Yes.
spawn on the map.
Mati.
Every 20% is when
Yes,
the coin
yes.
comes up. And
Nuts.
coin count is even. 9-9 right now. Both sides have the exact same amount of coins. Oh, Haram
main
does
pede.
fall.
Kayak
Doc
ped-
is the one
kayak-
to get a kill.
kayak
And the
ton.
coins goes towards the way of Encore. 12-6 right now. Encore in a pretty good lead.
And the Goblin's health here is less than 50%. That's what's really sneaky with dogs. Aside from taking down
Merah, merah
players,
di-
he's also
bunuh terus,
somehow
Nek.
taking down the Goblin. Dogs is now unstoppable. Saniva's killed Knots here. They are now leading with 6 gold.
Gila,
coins.
play dead
No.
apa ya guys ya?
Oh, Getsy
Efeknya.
does fall, so some of his
Yes.
coins has been given away to his opponent's side. 7-11.
Imagine a gypsy
Not-
dying.
That is the power of the champion in this
Wow.
map. The coins are about to spawn once again. Oh, huge kill on towards Banoobs.
Ooh.
7 7 to 10. Coins are very even right
Very.
now. Another round of coins is about to spawn in a couple more seconds. So it's very important for them to position on the map to make sure they get the maximum amount of coins they can get. 7-11. Let's see how many coins they can get. Huge lead going way of POEK. 15 to 13 right now. They get the lead. They get the coins back though. 20% is the next round of coins. Can POEK hold on to his lead?
Banoobs trying to hold on his health. Just 2 gold coins though. Haram here trying to... Oh, Haram has died and left a lot of gold coins there. But again, it's just 2 points now. It's about to go down here. At this point, you want to see who has more coins and actually just take them down.
13 to 15. POEK slightly behind, not too far behind. And the next round of coins, another 12 coins is about to drop right now. 9 to 18 right now. Oh, huge lead going towards the way of ENCORE. ENCORE is in such a commanding lead. 6 to 21. Another round of coins is about to drop. Who is going to get the majority here? 25, 29, 30 coins on ENCORE side already.
Gila ENCORE, ngeri sih.
Still not the end. POEK can still take gold coins here as long as the Goblin is still alive, as long as they can, you know, take down those gold pairs.
Yes.
But how can they do so?
The moment
Soheinya,
dies,
kini
has 20
nyalain
coins being spawned.
Pair
So
of
that's a
Earth,
very
Bapi sama
important part
Sohei
here.
gitu.
70-22 right now.
Sohei
Coins are
freezing
neck
dia.
and neck. Both sides actually catching up towards each other. Orang, he needs to focus on the right target here. Huge lucid dream coming from the resummoning of the Sohei.
Iya, ada babinya
Creates
aja.
so much space.
Babinya masih
Good
hidup.
Asura, but gets blocked by the pet. So Orang is able to get a kill onto Sanif. 20 to 20 right now. Nut is gonna fall. 19 to 21. MVP, the Goblin is gonna fall. Who's gonna get more points? ENCORE gets the slight lead. 1 minute. 1 minute left. And that is gonna be more coins going towards the of ENCORE.
That is correct. And 46 seconds. ENCORE is on a roll here. 20
They need to find Doc. Doc has 13 coins. They need to focus down on Doc to get the kill.
Gila, Cok, championnya pemberani,
17 to
laptop lu.
43. POEK in a lot of trouble. They need to get these kills.
They need to. 23.
Oh, good focus there. They know all they need to do right now. Focus on the champion. Keep killing the champion.
Mas Milwari, Mas Miguel.
It's the only thing that stops you from winning here. And POEK in a lot of trouble. It might be too little, too late here. 10 seconds left remaining. ENCORE 48 coins, 50 coins. No way to come back. And ENCORE is gonna go towards match points.
And the crowd goes wild. ENCORE taking game number 3 of our best of 7 series. Guys, I'm having shivers. I mean, goosebumps here. If you're here inside Union Mall Zero, I'm really hyped up.
I mean, we're talking about how this is held in neutral ground. But we can hear so much cheers for the Filipino squad. Up 3-0 right now. They are in match point. They are in a position to take it all in the next map.
That is correct. However, I want to go back once again to the thought that still, we're not yet done, adventurers. POEK can still do what they're best when it comes to, you know, playing under pressure. However, during that match, it was really close. They were, you know, they almost had it. However, Docs, on the other hand, you mentioned they have to kill Docs, but Docs is the one who does the killing.
Yeah, played really well there, Doc. I mean, we're talking about how Mavis has been performing very well on the champion. Doc is showcasing how it should be played compared to the rest out there, and he has been really showcasing the prowess of him, and he has one more chance to shine.
Yes.
That's gonna be on the next map. We will be seeing Deathmatch, and we are definitely seeing both champions being used once again here.
Question is, will ENCORE deplete their final deployment for Team 1, or are they gonna play safe and deploy Team 2 for that match?
If you are looking to win here, you're gonna be playing for the win. You definitely want to play with the champion in this map.
Yes.
If you're expecting the opponent to play the champion, you play the champion here as well. But we might see a Hail Mary play coming in out from the side of POEK, you know. they might think that
Kalau
okay, even
supportnya
if we win
Encore
this with a
Kismaba
champion,
sih
we won't have a
lari
champion
dulu
for
aja.
the rest of the
Temennya
maps,
nggak ditolong.
right? So what they can do is make a Hail Mary play, play with Mavis on the Wizard in this map.
Deathmatch?
In deathmatch, you know, use Stormgust 1, not for damage, but to shut down the opponent's champion, just with constant freeze.
Yes.
That might give you an opening to get a win in this match. So you're down 3-0 right now. You have to throw everything out of the book, because if you play standard, you're never going to be winning in here. This is the time where you have to make this high risk, high reward plays. Because if they win this game without a champion for POEK, if they win this without a champion, it means that they can play the next map with a champion, ensuring they go 2-3, and it creates another opening that they might force this to a game 7.
They have to force this, but I like your thought process when you said that they can play Mavis High Wizard at that match, especially they know that a champion's role is just to go in, and if you can bait him to go into the stack, just throw your AOEs, not to kill him, but actually just to CC him, that could be up their sleeves. Aduh. Do that, but I think with the percentage, I think high percentage to actually use Orang-Orang's champion.
I mean, if they want to play it safe, you play the champion here. If you want to play to win, you have to play with Mavis here. And let's take a look at the stats for game number 3 here for the grand finals. It was neck and neck until the last moment. Pretty much 20-20 on towards both sides, but when the last bout of coin score, we saw ENCORE getting so many kills, Sunniv getting a kill, Banoobs getting a kill, Doc getting a lot of kills. I mean, Doc 15 kills and 17 gold coins. He's running around chasing the opponent with the highest amount of coins in his team.
Yes, he has coins, and he is also chasing and killing people from POEK. But, you know, hands down to POEK, I want to give credit to their team, because despite the fact that they are actually chasing for points and kills, I mean, wow,
Doc MVP once again. He played 2 matches. He got MVP 2 times.
2 MVPs. Dox is like super chill actually.
Ngeri ya,
Backstage
Lawannya
during
Super
the
Mario.
backstage, I asked Banoobs. He said that he's really confident, 100%.
I was confused. Everyone was introducing themselves as Banoobs, so there's like 5 Banoobs in the team.
Later, I'm gonna introduce you to Banoobs.
Gak jadi main Ymir, main
But
ROC.
anyway, he said that he's very confident.
Doc?
Because I was kind of worried, because when I saw them, they kind of looked tired. But he said 100% they're confident.
Ada Govi di Discordnya kita, Govi orang ini Govi.
Confidence is showing up 3-0. Match point here for
Minta
the
bagian
side
Govi
of
ada di
ENCORE.
Discordnya,
One win
menit
away
Govi
from
Govi.
securing $500,000 for their prize pool.
Wow, I'm speechless here. But again, as
Orang PH tapi di
shoutcasters,
Amerika.
as commentators, we've seen so many tournaments wherein even though a contestant or a team has managed to do like 3-0, we've been witnessing a lot of reverse sweep. Anything is possible, especially since this is fair mode, right?
Yep, and the king of comebacks is POEK. I mean, let's check
POEK.
out the highlights for game number 3 as we can see what caused this match point for ENCORE.
Later on,
Very soon.
we will be giving you the highlights. But I really like what you given them the title of King of Comebacks. That's really legit. Okay, hopefully POEK will be able to live up to their name. But anyway, again, here are the highlights.
have it, Nikki. Game number 3.
Wow, I'm
And-
smiling because I'm really happy to see intense matches right
Berat,
here
berat,
in the grand
berat,
finals.
berat,
First
berat.
ever LAN tournament, first ever $1 million USD tier cup, and we're one step closer. This is a decider match, actually.
Absolutely.
Ada, Jo,
And
tadi
it's
bilang
gonna
gitu, Jo.
come down to, which team wants to win it more. Because if you're, like, for both teams, if your will to win is higher than your opponent's, that gives you an advantage no matter what you play.
True. Defies everything. If you have that will to actually win the greed.
It's like an
but-
anime,
Sorry. When Sierra said anime, I was just like going ham here, 100%. But I believe ENCORE is also, set on in that kind of mindset. And talking about mindset and settings, just want to greet people from the watch party because at this point, they're very hyped in each watch party that they belong to, whether it's from Indonesia or in the Philippines. Shout out, guys.
Yeah, we've got watch parties in Indonesia. We've got watch parties, like I said, in
Oh,
Makati,
iki
Philippines,
rules pasti
and
apa
also
kalian
online, a
buka-buka
lot
ya?
of watch parties as well.
Yes.
Indonesia, they call it NOBAR, and it's being hosted on my guild's Discord. A lot of guilds
Nanti
Discord as
nanti
well.
kalau habis match tak tanya.
Supporting both these teams in Tier Cup, and it is really fun to watch. So I want to shout out all the viewers who are watching us right
Soalnya
at
kalau
home
main
or
bio
wherever
ya, Coy,
you
ya.
are. Thank you
Soalnya
so
kalau
much
main
for
bio, Coy, dengan
witnessing the
komposisi
grand finals
kayak
here, and
gini
we
ada
are
championnya,
potentially
bionya
crowning
rookie.
a champion right after this game, but we might see again the king of comebacks. Can
Ntar ayo
they
tunggu
make
dia
another
online,
bid
Jo.
for their crown?
I hope so because we want to see full 7 matches. And since you segue your watch party, want to segue my watch party too. Shout out to my
Ntar tak
friends
tanya
from
si Rulia ya, si
Tenerife,
Nuts tuh.
Chue, Lucy, my friends Prim, Iggy, Yoans, Moon, Trey.
Ntar aku tanya si Rulia ya, si Nuts tuh,
Emma,
adiknya Ruben tuh.
Madam Mixi. I'm just blabbering a lot of the names because if I don't do so, they'll get mad at
They
me.
already paid you, right?
No,
So you gotta do it.
this is free. And also for the watch party, we have Little Fatty, Belly Boy, Marvin, Miss Diana from Joymaker, Philippines. Shout out to you guys. Also for the watch party in Indonesia, we have Toshio, Bolton, and everyone from Indonesia. Guys, now's the time to put on your energy ball for POEK. They need it now.
Yeah, especially, Indonesians supporting their home country. This is
Yes.
where, they need your support the most. Like Nikki said, they are down 3-0 right now. Facing the bearer of the gun, one mistake, one
Yes.
loss, and it means the end of the tournament for them. And it is gonna be rough for them.
It's like
I mean,
a
so
best
much
of
pressure.
one again.
It is best of one every single time right now for POEK's side. They know they have no more lives. This is their last and only chance. Meanwhile, we take a look at ENCORE. They are chilling. They are 3-0 right now. They can do whatever they want, and they know that they have that ease of mind that, hey, we've got this much of a safety net. Maybe it's time for us to have fun a little as we head in towards deathmatch, potentially the last game of the Tier Cup Season 1. Let's
apa
see
ini?
which
PPM
team
ini?
will be the one
PPM ini?
to win this map. Will
PPM?
it be ENCORE securing their sweep, or will POEK show that they have
Beneran
signs
toh,
of
PPM
life
toh?
left in them? And it looks like they are playing it safe. They are gonna go for orang-orang. They're gonna go for the champion to try and force this towards the next game.
Hopefully, this kind of lineup, what they did during the first match, to be fair, is actually close. They could have won that. Hopefully, they'll be able to learn from that, adjust from it. Like what
Lima-lima
we've
na
been mentioning, they are the kings of comeback. Hopefully, they'll be able to come back. But now,
ENCORE.
if they will be securing or locking this lineup, they will be preserving their champ for
They are
the next
thinking
match.
about serving their champion to ensure a win on a
Always.
different map. So that's what's going on in their mind. They know they're up 3-0.
Yes.
They know that they just need to win one more game.
Lihat
So
entah.
it doesn't
ENCORE
matter
itu kalau
which game they
TDM
win.
butuh wompo
If
sampai
they can just
gulung-gulung gitu musuhnya,
try
sampai
and win this
mundur-mundur.
game, of course. But even if they don't, next game, they know their
matter.
opponent has no champion.
Yeah.
This is why I was talking about why this might be a good time to bring out the Wizard. If you try and win with the Wizard, And if the opponent plays with the champion, you know that the next game you have a good chance. And if the opponent doesn't play with the champion, it means that if you win this next game, you have a champion to play against your opponent's champion. So
Exactly.
playing it too safe here for POEK might be sealing the deal here for them.
Bisa menang nih, ini bisa menang nih.
POEK have their own like coach,
No, POEK
Encore
is
main.
playing with that full 10 people.
like brainstorming.
Yes.
I see. Because
Aku nggak ngerti timing
it's really
logisnya dia
important
itu
to
pas
have
kapan.
someone who oversees this stuff. Because like
Fresh
what
set of eyes, right? That's what Ilogni Batman is providing to his team. Fresh set of
Ayo
eyes.
Lukis, papete kan
11th
dikeluarin.
man, you know,
Serem
Kuroko is the 6th man. They have the 11th man being able to spot things that you might miss out. But let's see. Match and map point here for ENCORE. Can they get this last map to secure the crown in the Tier Cup? Or will POEK force game number 5 and give us another show here? This has been a journey for both these teams. And it boils down to one final game.
This is it. Game number 4. Everyone, give it up for POEK and ENCORE. Going towards the team deathmatch. Who will win? Will ENCORE be able to sweep this clean 4-0? Or will POEK be able to finally get their first win of the day? Let's head in straight to game number 4.
Remember, this game doesn't matter for ENCORE. They can lose this game and secure the win in the next map, but it's definitely better. Huge lucid dream there coming out. They know the focus. Focus on the champion, and that gives them a really good chance here for ENCORE to win this. Osiris already procced that by Orang, and he's being focused down. He goes down. Huge first blood going towards the way of ENCORE. Low-key use, not gonna get them, not gonna secure them the kill. But again, Orang being focused down. Who needs a champion? Who needs to play a champion here? Not ENCORE. 2 kills already. They get Josh. They got a kill onto his Josh, but they get the rest. Still 2-1 right now. The only damage so far is coming out here from Orang, and they are just focused firing him. 3 kills already.
Another kill here for Frost. Frost gonna go down there. Nuts and Santos actually making up all the damage that Orang has failed to get. Again, a kill here, a death here from Orang.
Another huge lucid dream freezing out a lot of members. Santos gets a kill onto his Frost. So can they secure this 3-4 right now? Still very close. Orang in some trouble. He's gonna fall 5-4, 5-3. No, 5-4 right now. 30 seconds left remaining. Can they get a crucial kill on either side? Orang is in some trouble. He needs to survive. He needs to get a kill. Can he do it? He falls. This might be it. 10 more seconds to secure this game. ENCORE, they're already shouting. They're already screaming. They know they have this game. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. As we have a new champion for Tier Cup. It's gonna be ENCORE.
Aduh.
Oh, sorry, I was clapping. Again, that was a clean 4-0 sweep from ENCORE. Everyone is cheering. The crowd is wilded. And of course, I know, these players, they're very sports. They're gonna
Lumayan,
have their
dapat
handshake
beatnya,
later.
menang.
Again, 500,000 USD.
Huge wins for the side that is ENCORE representing the Philippines. Laban Pinas.
Laban Pinas! No bias. Good game, well played still to POEK. Their journey,
Kelar guys,
you've
congrats
been
buat ENCORE
mentioning,
guys,
you've been
buat POEK.
Never easy.
GG POEK.
Never been easy. To
Nice
be
try, nice
here
try.
at Bangkok, Thailand, to go up against ENCORE, another team from the Philippines, only goes
Oke
to
guys,
show that they
udah
deserve
kelar
to be
pertandingannya.
here in the
See you
grand
guys.
finals.
Bye bye.
Absolutely. And the insane confidence to play
Winnernya
the
dimenangin
assassin in
ENCORE
number 4.
juara 2
They still
POEK
managed to get
dari
the
Indo.
win as well. So
Bye bye
very
semua.
well
See you
played
next stream
there
guys.
by ENCORE. And now I think it's time to reward the audience.